Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever the case may be, people, you're all, well, whoever's in the stream already, locked in. You're locked in to another Kall show. But this is a no ordinary Kall show. This is the World Cup Kall show. You understand right there? This is the World Cup Kall show. People, welcome to the stream. As you know, the rules already, not rules, but house rules, courteous, whatever you want to call them. Zooms, what do you call them, man? Bilal, what do you call it? Like, just courteous, like.
Yeah, courteous. Like you come to someone's house, take off your shoes, all of that sort of stuff.
All of that stuff, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't ring the bell. You just knock on the door. Politely.
You say hello to auntie, grandmother, everybody.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Manners and respect. Manners and respect. That's
smash them likes. Kadir says. Then he says, Enzo Fernandez, welcome to LFC. Then he laughs. Then he says, 100. So he's got a lot explained to do. I'm a bit confused with that, bro. Ben says, bring Enzo to La Axa immediately. People are on this Enzo Fernandez hype train. Bilal was saying, I'm not liking that, man. I don't want him.
No, he's a baller.
Manda, where you tuning in from? Let us know. Good morning. If it's good morning for you, let us know. Write the check for Enzo. People are on the Enzo train. People, smash a like, smash a subscribe. We're here to talk about World Cup. Day 6.
Started on Sunday, right? So yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it's like 6 or 7. I don't know what you call it. Yeah, we call it 6 because
we call it the day the big dogs rose, because the challenge was set. The challenge was put out there, people. The challenge was put out there. Lewandowski stood up. Mbappe stood up. And the whole of Argentina and his fans all around the world were asking the same question. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? They're asking the same question. Messi, stand up. And you know what? That legend in the back and the legend behind Bilal. Well, not Grizz, because we know Grizz. All right, 2 legends. You understand?
2 legends.
Yeah, you understand? 2 legends. 2 legends in the back. But the real legend, the GOAT, stood up. My God, that was tense. It was getting very tense. It was getting very hectic. The game was messy. Pardon the pun. Forgive me for the pun. But it was a messy game until Messi stood up. Bilal, how's your day
100%.
been? What an ending to your day.
Yeah, it's been, the whole day's just been good, man. Obviously, weekend vibes to start with. You wake up with the World Cup. You watch the World Cup all day, and then just building up to that game, as you said, Lewandowski, Poland, Saudi. We'll get into Saudi Arabia later. They probably maybe should have got something out of that game. France, Mbappe. Wow, we need to start talking about this kid like properly. I know a lot of us have been talking about his attitude and a lot of things, nothing to do really with the football. But Mbappe, we're going to have a discussion about him at some point. And then the main event of the evening. This is the one nobody wanted to miss, and that was Lionel Messi for Argentina. And you know what it is? Like, no runners, as we talked about Argentina, no athleticism, nothing, And can you imagine what that halftime team talk must have been like? In there, like, guys, 45 minutes or everything's over. Messi, over. Argentina, over. And
the
then
legacy, the romance. Do you remember what we were discussing a couple of weeks back? The romance. This is the romance to the World Cup. This could be the ending of endings. What a career to be spoken of. But if he plays the 1,000th game, look, let's not get it twisted. Right now, Argentina are far from the final. Zuberi, on that sort of viewing, they're far from the final. They're far from looking like favorites, or maybe you see it differently. But Messi definitely rose.
Yeah, no, I wrote this game off, man. I wrote it off, went into hair and makeup, started getting freshened up for the stream, came back, they're 2-goal up. I'm like, what happened? I wrote the game off, I'm like, yeah, they're done, man. Yeah, this is it. Hang it up. There's no 1,000 game. None of that stuff, man. And they proved me wrong, man. A lot of these games are proving me wrong.
I don't see them, as I said, I don't see them I don't see them getting to the final, people. I don't know. We're gonna have to have a look at our predictions and how they went and how we went. But Bilal, any change of? I know we spoke about it a couple of nights ago. Was it last night? No, a couple of nights ago. About have we changed our mind after seeing everyone play? Obviously, now it's round 2 of the games. This is where you expect the big dogs to rise.
Yeah.
And as I said, a couple of them rose earlier in the day. They had to. And so did this guy. Anything? Are you seeing anything different? Or are you still calm with your prediction?
Well, in terms of Argentina, I never really fancied them like that. I know when we did a little predictor, we ended up somehow in them in the final. But it was always been Brazil for me coming into this tournament, where it's like it felt so obvious that Brazil were going to win this tournament. It's like, are they really going to do it? But Argentina, as this comment says here, I believe by Perez 1-Fi or 1F, sorry to pronounce your name, says with Messi there is always hope.
There is always
and
hope.
And today we saw that, man. Lionel Messi, there's, as I said, no runners, no creativity, the team, the build-up, everything's not fluid, and then he just does that. So Argentina, with a declined Messi, let's say, he's not got the same pace, that devastating pace that he used to have, but the brain, the technical ability, the quality, give him a little bit of space, boom, he will kill a team. So yeah, not much has changed in terms of the way I thought it was going to go in terms of this tournament, but you never know. You never know. Argentina still have work to do. They have to win.
They have work to do. They have work to do. Or do they have to win against Poland? No. What's the situation with that?
Yeah, if they lose against Poland and Mexico, let me get the table up. I'm pretty sure they have to beat Poland. But
I tell you what. We get the tables up later. And let's go through the order of events. First of all, smash the likes, people. Takes 1 second, literally, just one tap of your finger or wherever you want to use. You understand? Subscribe if you know. Share the stream on all platforms. Show some love. Come on. I love this one. Where is Messi? Where is Messi?
¿Dónde está Messi? I was learning Spanish.
Was you learning?
Just to call him out, just in case. I had to call him out.
Shit,
that's my goal. That. He don't let me down.
Oh, you was doing that, Bilal. Oh shit. You was ready to slander the GOAT. Oh, you're shameless. You're shameless.
I was ready. I was gonna say, you know what? This man chipped Arsenal too many times. I watched him bully me too much. Let me get something back. But you know what? When he scored, I celebrated so hard, man. I ain't felt like that in a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
You're shameless. Where is Messi? Where is Messi? Yo, tapping toes is in the building. Man thought I doubted Messi. Come on, man. I'm learning this clickbait game, brother. I'm learning this. I was hyping up the show. I was doing all of that shit to just hype up the social media. I'm learning. If you can't beat them, join them. Tapping toes. If you can't beat us as well, join us, brother. Call in, man. I'm here for you. If you want me to send you the stream link, come through. But I know you're probably strolling the streets like a drunkard. You understand? It's Saturday night and that. Yeah, man.
Him and Omar right now.
Yeah. He's strolling streets, man. He ain't ready for no show. But people are talking about Enzo. Zuberi, man. What are you saying? How was the World Cup today? How did you find the games? I guess we start going through the games before we get the callers in. Callers, link is pinned. Membership get priority. New callers get priority in that particular order. Camera must be on. Make sure you have your points ready to speak pun, questions, whatever you want to talk about. And we can keep it moving. We try to keep as many people coming in and out. So keep your points brief. Keep your chat to the point, and then we can keep it moving. So the link is pinned. Check pun it. One game that I missed, I'm going to be honest. There's no point me trying to say I watched every single game. I missed this game in the morning. I caught the last few minutes. So, Zoobs, did you get this?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed, man. I thought Tunisia deserved more or deserved something from the game. I mean, there was huffing and puffing. I want to say they had about 14, 15 shots, really licking it, man. Goalkeeper Ryan, big day for him. Kept him in it. I didn't think they had much of a chance. The one header, second half, one big miss. Not really much going on, man, but Tunisia was really on it. Pressured them well, just couldn't really get on the score sheet, man. It's a real sad day for them. I don't think they stand much of a chance in this group, to be fair.
Nah, it's looking peak for them. Is it looking peak for them, Bilal, in terms of the group?
Yeah, they must have like 1 point now, I believe, with Denmark. So they're tied on 1 point. Australia on 3, France on 6. So, the problem with Tunisia, the aggressive team, the likes of like Dooney always doing everything that 200%, aggressive. But goals, that's always going to be the issue with Tunisia. How do they score a goal? And even with Australia, I'm surprised. I know I didn't even expect them. Well, they only scored one goal in both games, but still, they're very like, I don't know what it is about Australia. They just got such a spirit about them. Even some of the tackles that I'm seeing them put in, the two centre backs in particular, I want to shout them out. Remember this guy? We laughed the other day saying he's from Stoke City.
Zuberi laughed at him, I think, not me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was picking him up. So what, did he pull through? Was he a monster?
Monster.
You understand?
Some of the tackles, everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Grizz, the football
I know
team.
I know ball.
The football team turned up. Remember I said they had a cricket team against France? Now the football team turned up today. The midfield was on crud. Goodwin, Moy. They was on it, man. And Duke, I didn't even know him from anywhere, man. But they had an immense game. The defense was solid, man. It was getting in people's faces, fighting. Sotar, I'm not sure if I'm butchering his name, but he had a big day today as well, man. Big day today, man. And to be fair to them, I didn't give them much of a chance. So to see them pull this win off, the destiny is in their hands. That's the only thing I can say about them.
That's what I'm talking about. This opens up the group. This group is nice. Well, I think a lot of these groups are nice, people. I think a lot of these groups are sitting nicely. When I mean nicely, like, yo, you can't call any of these groups with any certainty. We know France is done and dusted with, right? I think they're the only ones. Am I right in saying the only ones that have qualified, done and dusted, won their group? Pretty much.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have. Everything else is in the open and ready to be, can go either way. So, but that's the game I didn't really concentrate on. What was the second game of the day? That was a good one.
Poland and
Saudi Arabia. Yo, man, this was heartbreaking for Saudi Arabia. They did not deserve to lose this, in my humble opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
I share the same sentiment. Before the game, they leaked or they published the halftime dressing room talk. I remember we were saying, yo, what did these guys say to Messi? I figured it out. It was like, yo, we're not here to take pictures with you, big man. And they run up on him, That coach, I don't know how he's doing it. Just speaking English, and his translator is just translating the same energy that he has with the crisp white shirt on the sideline. I'm like, yeah, they're going to smoke Poland today. And unfortunately, man, there's a difference between Messi and Lewandowski. They both got 1 goal, 1 assist today, but the big man stepped up, made his mark. Not sure if they're going to go very far, but it was a big win for Poland today.
Yeah, it was massive. It was massive. Definitely, they needed to stand up. They needed Lewandowski to stand up and all of that business, and he did. But BILAL, Saudi Arabia played some football, man. They just couldn't finish the whole style, the whole team, the tenacity, the passion they showed. Bro, you know what I mean? Not many people gave them a chance even to, like, who would have thought going into the final game they would have a chance to qualify? Let's put it that way, right?
Yeah. I honestly don't think, I didn't know much about this team. I mean, I heard about the manager, though, obviously I was familiar with him, but I'm so surprised by how good they are, the athleticism. Like every second ball, they were winning the whole game. Even when, of Poland hit the post a few times, yes, they probably could have scored even more, fair enough, but so could have the Saudis. They could have scored a few goals themselves, and the penalty miss, of course, Szczesny coming up clutch for Poland with 2 massive saves. But yeah, the athleticism of their team, combined with the technical ability, the confidence that they play with, and the fluidity, it's all things, to be honest, I don't think anyone expected it completely. That's probably why Argentina lost in that first game, just surprised by how good these guys really were. But you look at their team, and like the number 10, Al-Dawsari, man, what a player this guy is. I was just watching him, just like, I think he's like 31. And I'm like, bro, if you were like 25, 31 years old, like if he was like 25, 26, even 27, someone would have just taken a chance.
Yeah, 100%.
That kind of player, man. Like, he's really, really good. But yeah, you look at the whole team, they performed. And the lad who made the mistake towards the end for the Lewandowski goal, I saw the Saudi, I think the sports minister or whatever, go up to him after the game, trying to console him. So they got a good spirit about them. At the very least, their fans are there. And that's why I hope they go through, because like this atmosphere as well, the World Cup, that having their like home crowd basically there, it adds something to the tournament, in my opinion. So yeah, big them up. But yeah, Poland, got to give them their flowers as well, because I didn't expect them to win this game. To be honest, like I know there was a chance that they could have won this game, but I didn't actually expect that they were going to win today. But Lewandowski, the big dog.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? The coach changed it up a bit. He brought an extra attacker. And do you remember we spoke about Poland? And I said, listen, you know what I mean? I don't see where the goals are coming from in this Poland team. If you just manhandle Lewandowski, you know what I mean, and watch for the deep lying runs from Zielinski if he's played in his right position.
Yeah.
Today he was playing off the other day he was playing as a support striker.
Yeah.
Off Lewandowski. Today they had two men up front. They had Milik and they had Lewandowski, and then they had Zielinski. And this is where Zielinski comes into his own. So you got to rate the coach for switching it up. He knew he had
might be listening to us, you know.
Uh-huh.
He might have been listening to us, because on that first game we're like, yo, Zielinski, Lewandowski, there was a guy needed in the middle. And he went and put a guy in the middle between Zielinski and Lewan.
Yeah. And not only that, Zubs, Saudi Arabia won't have experience of playing such a physical team. Like this Poland team is one of the biggest in the World Cup. You're talking 6-footers everywhere. Set pieces, crosses are a problem. And Saudi Arabia won't have played this kind of football. A lot of their players will have played in leagues where it's all about ball to feet and whatnot. Yeah, improving your technique, as we saw. Some of these Saudi Arabians were elite technically, but second ball, second phase play, second ball play. This is mostly a European trait, and Poland have the ballers or players and a personnel to execute this kind of play. So that's why I knew they're going to struggle in terms of trying to contain Zielinski, what's his name? Milik and Lewandowski. And look, 2 goals from the main men. But Zielinski's you give these guys chances. These are cold players, man. You know what I mean? The rest of them are very solid. Again, Matty Cash was fucking phenomenal, I thought, again, man. His energy is sick. So, yeah, look, Poland had to raise it as well. Let's not forget, Poland had to raise it as well. So they done well. But you got to give credit to Saudi Arabia team. And I don't think it's over for them, people. I don't know what you guys think. What's the table saying, Bill? Can we get this table up and see what it's saying? Because I don't think this over. I can see them handling Mexico or dealing with Mexico, if the case may be, if it needs be. We used to saying.
Look, I'm not sure. I think Poland. I think they got robust players in there, but they also got some dirty, dark heart tactics, man. 20 minutes, 3 yellow cards, man. They said, look, we know about your energy. We're gonna come kick you up early, and then we go play football. So the first part was kicking them up. I don't think Saudi have enough to get over the line. I think they can just end up drawing with Mexico. Yeah, I think Mexico just dragged them down, and Poland.
Yeah, but Mexico draws. The reason why I'm saying is Mexico can only go through with a win. So Mexico gonna have to go all out. Now, can Saudi play on the counter and grab that and use that to their advantage, even though they're gonna have a support, a crowd that's gonna want them to go forward? I think it's intriguing, brothers. I think it's intriguing. And then you got Poland and Argentina. Argentina gonna want to finish the group ahead. True say or not?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think, honestly, I look at this and I think even though Saudi today picked up an L, they lost, I think they've got a massive chance to go through now. I think you look at the way the fixtures have been played out. I look at that Mexico team, and I think I told you maybe an hour ago, Grizz, on messages, like, I don't, Mexico and their finishing. Like, I just don't see, it's like the same problem I had with Poland, but at least Poland, they have Lewandowski. They have real quality to finish the chance, man. Mexico, I don't really see the many goals in that team. I don't really see how they can out-football Saudi Arabia. Without Saudi Arabia we've seen in the past 2 games, I don't see how Mexico are going to be able to really compete with them. So I feel like Saudi Arabia will win this game, and then it will be down to Argentina having to beat Poland, because now Poland are in a mad position where they only probably need a point, obviously, to go through. If they draw, they're going to go through. So they can play that dirty tactics, get the yellow cards, be tough to be strong on set pieces, stay calm, and then force Argentina to come onto them. And as we've seen with Argentina, if it's not Messi, it's hard for them to really break down teams. Even the likes of Lautaro is not really stretching teams. He's having to come off today. If the likes of now Enzo Fernandez and Palacios, another player I was impressed with today, Leverkusen, I'm impressed with those midfielders. They need to maybe play more, control the game, and then hopefully Messi can create a chance and get a goal. But as I said, right now, I'm favouring Saudi, but I think Argentina's got the most pressure in this game because, it's all or nothing again.
Is it all or nothing, Zubs? What are you saying? Does it? So how much of a difference does it make if you win the group or you come second in this group? So who they're likely to play in the next round? While we catch that up, Zubs, what are your thoughts? Because that's what it comes down to. Who you play the runners up in another group, right? So
look, every team in this group has to go for it. There's no we'll play it safe and slide in second, because you trying to slide in second might just means you're out of the group. So everyone is going for that win. Even Mexico, they know a win gives them a chance.
Oh, if they finish second, they play France. So
they're going to play France. Yeah, exactly. The group D. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how sometimes you're in a position to strategically just take whatever position you need out of first or second. None of them are really safe in that regard.
None of them are safe.
So they have to just we'll just win it outright. We come second, we come second. But none of them have that luxury.
Who they're likely to play at this stage? Of course, other groups are very much undecided as well. But at this stage, who are they likely to play if they finish second?
Who, Argentina?
That group, whoever finishes second in this group.
So if Argentina finish second, they're gonna play France. But whoever finishes first, it's gonna play probably. Well, at this point, it's gonna be Australia. So there's a massive incentive to finish first in this group. Like the levels, obviously, you'd rather play Australia.
Are you lot laughing at Sutar and them man as well, and Evan from RedFellas? Are you lot laughing at Irvine and shit? Don't do this again, innit?
Respect, but you have to be real. I don't want to play Mbappe and Dembele.
So it could be Australia or
France.
No.
Australia. The other one.
Oh, Australia, Denmark, probably. Yeah, so
Denmark, innit? It's going to be Denmark.
The thing is, Tunisia got 1 point as well. Tunisia, it's all mad, that group.
It's all mad.
Australia puts themselves in a mad position right now that they could really finish second. They really can.
Let's read out a couple of super chats and bring the first caller in, who's going to be Adamson. Hope I said that right. I'm sure I did. John Stewart with the first super chat of the night. He says, Messi, special. Messi and Ronaldo both tied on 8 World Cup goals each now. Wow. Look at them. They just can't fucking separate them, can you? These guys are mad. But we're going to separate them. We're going to separate them. We will never see anything like them again. Mbappe on 7 and he's 23 only. My Lord.
The discussions that I'm telling you, we're going to have some crazy discussions in a few years about Mbappe.
Hey, John, what a brilliant super chat to start off with. I'm telling you, that's serious people, serious forwards, man, that we're seeing in our lifetime, witnessing, blessed to see these players. Ash says, Grizz, few words on Rodrigo de Paul. Don't rate him. 3 words. Have never rated him. 4 words. So it's not hindsight. Proof is on my timeline. 5 words. 3, 4, 5. So go and check out my people. What I've been saying about Rodrigo de Paul from time before people say, jumping on a bandwagon. Liverpool fans were dying, crying for him. I said, I don't see it.
Call names, man. Never even know the guy till today. Never rated him either.
Smash the like, folks, and smash the like. Smash the like if you don't rate Rodrigo de Paul. Shall we get some callers in the building? Let's get some callers in the building. Let's bring in my brother Adamson. How are you, bro? Hope you're well.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I'm well, good. Assalamu alaikum, firstly, and big up to you guys. Nice to see you all. I'll just get straight into it. I'm just kind of tired of this whole World Cup thing. It's like the homecoming of the dinosaurs. It's just too many people that are just old and sluggish, and I just don't know what the heck they're doing there. I find myself, doing push-ups and whatnot, and opening the balcony and just watching the stars and just thinking, why am I even here? Like, what's the meaning of this? So many games, man. It's just so disappointing. You're going by a high note from Saudi game. You just pumped up. man, this can be like, this is the age of the underdogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything comes crashing, right? Messi let down first game. Ronaldo let down. I don't know what let down. It's just been let down after let down. If it's injury or if it's like just being sluggish, being out of it, in a sense, right? Now it's just I have a feeling every single team that I like cheer for, just it just goes wrong for them. Going from LFC to Saudi, man, I'm just feeling really hard done by this shit, man.
Really? Okay, so let me try and break this down. So
yeah.
So you're not enjoying this World Cup. Is
I
that fair
mean,
to say?
Enjoying, but I wish.
Okay.
I wish.
Here we go. That's the first switch up already after 1 second.
No. I have a hot take. I wish.
I like hot takes.
I wish they would prevent players above 34 from joining.
Then we wouldn't have seen that Messi goal today.
I would have enjoyed. No, man. I want that quick and fast and like a heavy rock and roll type of shit because it gives you hype. The World Cup, man. It's not the
Yo, man,
at least if you're gonna be that old, play the tiki taka, like Spain and whatnot. Then it's okay.
We got some ageist stuff going on here, man. This is too ageist for me, man. I'm probably the oldest one here, so I'm gonna duck for this one. But what do you guys think about that, man? We have no over 34s in the World Cup of football. I reckon there's only one man who's gonna agree with you, and he's about to speak now. Zoops, take it away.
Nah, I disagree, man. Because unless Adamson knows the next generation of Saudi players, man, they got like 6 guys in there that's 31, so they're not even gonna make it to the next World Cup. So how's your young team looking? Are they looking good? Because if they're not looking good, man, it's gonna be
Saudi have a big issue. I'm sorry to disrupt your thoughts, but Saudi have an issue, right? Because plainly they are not letting players go play in Europe easily. So they would offer them higher wages or whatever it takes to just keep them inside the country, which is bad for their development. You see, like it's really like if you compare it to the other, like today they just got bullied in the air. That's the only thing Poland had above them, as far as I've seen the match.
Yeah, I mentioned
like
that
if you look if you look at the first goal, it's aerial, like it was just a hoofing, and then the other player hoofed it to Lewandowski, and then Lewandowski played it on the ground, and they made the goal. Outside of that, as long as they played on the ground, they had no chance against Saudi. And that comes from, like playing in Europe or whatever, in foreign leagues where you get to meet different players. But playing in the Saudi, league, you're just meeting players your same height, same build, same everything. So you're never gonna, get that development in the team. But they're doing good for what they have, It's kind of impressive for me.
Oh, hey, thanks for that insight. I didn't know that. That's now I know there's a lot of politics going on in a lot of these countries where we're not able to see these players on the big stage or in Europe, because I'm seeing some people standing up in the World Cup. I'm like, man, that guy should be in Europe, man. You guys really impressed in the first game. I was backing you guys. Love the fans, love the energy. I'm glad you guys got that coaching, because I'm telling you, he's something. He's something, all right. But I mean, you guys still got a fighting chance. If you're a Liverpool fan, you'll know firsthand. You never give up until the last day.
Absolutely,
big things can happen, man. Big things can happen. I think you guys are still in this. Don't lose faith, man. Tell those guys do push-ups though, so they can handle the aerial ball. So make sure you send your message out to the world. Get them guys doing some push-ups, man, because the physical game was rough for them today.
But what I'm saying, like going back to your argument or your opinion or your shout for like no old players, you're not enjoying the pace of this World Cup. Is that what you're saying? I think is that what you're saying? What is it you're saying? I think
kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. I would.
Look.
I know it's a hot take because there are players that I could think of in my head that are old, but they are really good, like Modric and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, there's like those are like rare specimens, right? They're just like I don't know what type of genes they have in them. right? But you look on the average, you know, it's you see the games are so slow,
But
so
like that
slow.
comment said, I don't think I've ever seen international football be fast paced. That's what it is. And then on top of that, you got a lot of teams that are playing in sweltering heat out there, depending on what time of day they're playing, right? Even though they're trying to be as sort of accommodating as possible, in terms of the preparation and the sort of the AC that they've got in the stadiums and whatnot.
Mhm.
It's hard, bro. I don't know. Like, and plus you got to remember, they're not gonna go gung ho in group games. They're gonna try to pace themselves. Look at the game temperament, what the game needs, what the game requires. Today needed a high energy, fast paced game. That's what we got. There wasn't much quality, but it was high energy and fast paced. So I don't know, man. Some of the greatest players that have graced the game in World Cups have been of the elderly side, man. Do you know what I mean? If we talk about it like that, I don't know, man. Over
I
34.
mean, I do agree.
No
Like,
Thiago Silva
okay,
at that point.
yeah. It in the old, like World Cups and whatnot, it was more about the skills of the players, right? As a unit and whatnot. It wasn't that much structured type of thing. It was more, I don't know. It felt for me like it was more free spirited. Like they would play from passion and their technical abilities and whatnot. Nowadays, it's more like, you need to follow the lines. Like it's a 4-3-3 or it's a this or that and whatnot. It's not much about your individuality in it, apart from Messi and Ronaldo and whatnot. Those are different people, but like in generality, right? And it feels like that type of thing needs more agile, more alert type of players, and that's what I got the feeling when I watched the US. Although I wasn't rooting for them, but I did enjoy the enthusiasm in their play, the energy they were giving until like the 70 minutes. They would give energy. They didn't have what it takes to get the goals, but at least they were giving you something. Then you look the match with what is it, like Colombia, Qatar, the other one. I can't name all of the games, but like there's so many games of them. It was slow pace. There was no like moments of brilliance or anything. It was just passive as good.
I think you've been watching the Premier League too much. You want just the Premier League pace and the world stage, the football, international football has always been like this, bro. As far as I can remember, and I can remember a hell of World Cups. It's always been this fast paced. You're not going to get club paced football and the international level. You're just not going to get it because they won't have the familiarity. They won't have the understanding that teammates have in a club side, unless it's been the same 11 that's been playing. And usually you'll find that the pace does increase as the tournament goes on. They time themselves, they pace themselves. But Adamson, thank you very much, bro. We're going to keep it moving. Thank you very much for giving us your thoughts and opinions. Hope to see you soon. Take care, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Take care.
Yo, what's good, bro? He says, Grizz, since Pep Linders has stated he loves watching La Liga Portugal, you reckon he has eyes on Enzo? Every top team in Europe will have eyes on Enzo. Are we a top team? I'd say we are. So we have eyes on Enzo. But it's going to be a hell of a struggle to get Enzo out of Benfica after one season, especially the way they operate in terms of their fees and whatnot for players. But let's get some new owners and let's check the pockets. And I mean, if they jingle some change, you never know. What was the next game, bro? We were at what game were we at?
We were at Poland, Saudi Arabia. Yeah. So that we just did that. So yeah, I just wanted. There's one point Adam to make. He's gone now. It was about how the Saudi players are maybe staying, because we talked about El Dawsari, for example, is 31, right? I just saw now there's a report. Ronaldo's been offered like a 3-year or 2-year contract for $225 million to go to the Saudi league. So the Saudis clearly, they don't want to just weaken their league. They want to develop their players. They've got the money. Why not build a good league? Not everything has to be maybe so Euro-centric, It would be nice. You have, even if the MLS improves, that's another option, for players. The South American football obviously is always been good. If their infrastructure improves even more, that could be a competitor. Like football's a world game, and I'd love to see there's leagues everywhere in the world where it's just like, yeah, here, talent everywhere. I think that's the most ideal maybe situation. But yeah,
no, I get what you're saying. But I think what Adamson was saying, and I don't know if Zuberi agrees with this notion, is I hear you. Like keeping the best or keeping your best players in your domestic league is a win-win. But then if you want your national team to progress, then you need those players to have experienced all types of football in all types of culture. I think that's what's holding them back, I think.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And I agree with him still, Yeah, you need some exposure, man, because the other point he made is if they're all the same height, I don't know, 5'8", 5'9", then that's all they're exposed to. They're not exposed to Mitrovic jumping over their shoulder and just these big. Look, when they came out that game, 20 minutes in, they were getting kicked up. They probably thought they've never been kicked up like this in their entire life. They thought it's just some tiki-taka stuff, good tactics, and we'll get in there. They were getting kicked up, roughed up. If at least one or two players went to Europe, they could have been like, hey, man, these Polish guys are rough. They're going to kick us up. But so it's exposure like that that gives you the little experience and knowledge to do a job and get you over there. Like I said, even with the U.S. game versus England, a lot of those U.S. guys, they play in England. So they know how the England guys play. They know how they think. And they just ran up in their faces. I mean, I don't know what the Polish, if they have a league over there, but surely playing with at least one or two Poland players, they would have known what that game would have been like and to tell them, hey, look, man, this is what they are like. This is what it's going to be. These guys are physical. So they're just going off guessing 20 minutes in the game and they had a wake-up call,
Midway says, Grizz, you doubted Argentina, and he's shouting at me, because he's got his caps on. So he's pure shouting at me, like he's shouting at me,
You doubted Argentina,
You
Grizz.
doubted Argentina. Yeah, I still do. Now what are you going to do? I still doubt Argentina. But
every time they win, he's going to come back. Midway, come back every time.
Yeah, Midway, I'm here for you, bro. But I don't doubt Messi. That's a massive, huge, big difference. I doubt Argentina. Argentina didn't look good. Again, they didn't look good. If you lot are going to tell me Argentina look good, then it's a good look. Maybe I'm doing look. Perez Fly is saying, Grizz, I think you will regret leaving the Argentina train. I'm not gonna regret it because if they win it, I win my sweepstake because I got Argentina in the sweepstake. So maybe I'm doing mind games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely doing mind games because I saw your Fox 5 thing and I was laughing. I'm like, this guy is on Fox 5 talking up Messi, and then they got run up by Saudi. I'm like, yeah, this is not gonna age very well. I mean, you stand a chance,
I'm in the long game, brother. I'm in the long game. Kadir says, best channel on YouTube, hands down. Everyone on the panel is so brilliant. Plus the ones that are not here, big up yourself, 100%, bro. Thank you very much. Yo, people, smash up that like button, innit? Smash up that like button. Let's keep it going. Let's keep spreading the love and the passion and the desire to talk football, all things football, all teams, all nations, all leagues. We here for you. You understand? Call-in Khan show is all about everything that you want to speak about. Fair play to Argentina for getting a win, but they still to prove themselves as a contender for the World Cup. I'd say they're a contender. But
no, of course. If they're always
how many
in
teams
the
are a
tournament,
contender?
It depends. Because I remember I was reading some Luis Enrique comment. They asked him who's the favorites. The guy named like 12 teams. I'm like, bro, God, give me like 4 or 5 teams. So would you have them in their top 5? Because I don't know if I'd have them.
Okay, let's go 5. Let's go 5.
Brazil,
France.
I'd say England.
Spain
look good.
Holland.
No, not Holland.
I've got them ahead of Holland. So Argentina. Is there anyone else?
Uruguay.
Okay, I think they're on a par with Uruguay because
I feel like because they've got Portugal. Portugal's another shout. So maybe Portugal even ahead of Argentina just because of the overall squad. Maybe I feel is a bit better. Maybe. But
what are you saying, Bilal? You saying Ronaldo over Messi?
No, never, ever. Don't even. I was gonna even say today when we get to France, right? I was gonna ask a question about Mbappe versus Ronaldo, like this age. And for me, I think it's a debate. For me, I've never been a massive Ronaldo guy, to be honest. Messi, for me, since day one, is just like, I don't think, to be honest, right, I don't think you could watch football and just like not think this Messi is the best player we've ever seen. Like, well, unless you guys are older, watch Maradona, maybe there's an argument there, or R9, I hear it, but I feel like Messi.
Yeah, look, I think, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
I'm in that boat. I never know how to answer this because I'm a man that has been blessed to watch and grow up watching Maradona. Like, I can't explain Maradona. And you guys know I can talk and I can describe stuff, but I can't describe Maradona. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Like,
could Messi, this is the question, could Messi drag Napoli the way Maradona did? That's maybe the in that era, with the way he even looked after his body, like everything just like put together. Maradona, I can understand why people will put him up there, and he won the World Cup.
Bro, I don't know. That's such a I don't know.
Think Messi is close to Maradona, you know.
But see, the thing is, the numbers and the stats and everything else says hell he is. In fact, everything else suggests he's topped him. But for me, Maradona's the most naturally gifted footballer of all time. I don't.
Nah, Maradona was a beast, man. This guy was partying from like Monday to Wednesday, throw up on Thursday, stretched on Friday, and back the game on Saturday. Listen, Messi cannot do that, you know. If Messi did that, it would be a train wreck, man. I'm telling you. So to put anyone on Maradona's level, you'd have to put him through that same rigorous process he was living. Party hard, man. Game nights. Party hard the next. He was partying like 4 days of the week. Train one day. Throw up one day and then just run up in the game and do a madness, man. That guy was a beast. No one is on his level. If we're talking just stats, sure. But if we're talking stats, we got to go to France and talk about Giroud, Thierry Henry. It's possible. Written in the stars, BILAL. You're going to have to address this at some point in your career.
Giroud.
Life. Giroud, man. Giroud. We're going to have to address
I'm not even going to have entertain this discussion. This is nonsense. Giroud. Listen, fair play for him to get in the goals, but can't chat to Henry. Like Henry, in the era he played at, top goal scorer for France, top assister for France, just a different grade of play. Can't compare.
Listen,
like comparing, I don't know.
This is the only other player. Football humbles you, man. I keep saying it. Football's a humbler, man.
Injuries are the worst thing about
football. I can't imagine R9. I can't imagine anyone. I can't imagine. You know, like when you have first pick. You know when you're picking a team and you have first pick. I can't imagine myself not picking R9 above everyone else.
Striker.
But it's the first pick I know. Like if I got the choice. So yeah. So you know you have a choice of just picking your team, right? All the greatest world players of all time, everything. I'm picking R9 the first. Like a first player, I'm picking on centre back, goalkeeper, defensive. Everything can wait. Attacker, winger, everything can wait. I'm picking this guy first. I don't know what to say. Like, it's so hard. It's true. If he doesn't have injury problems, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's insane. I remember there's this graph thing. You know, they do like timelines of like years, and they compare like goals for like each year between all the great players or between the ages. Like Ronaldo from like 18, like his graph is a complete joke. It's higher than anyone's by far. And of course, the injuries started coming in, and you just look at the way he played. He's just complete. So I understand R9 shouts as well. If you want to put him as your go, the only reason you can't,
understand
in
all
my
of
opinion,
them. I understand all of them. I get it. Everyone has their style preference. Like I haven't even mentioned my, like who I not base my game on. No, I can say that actually. Base my game on Zizou.
Yeah.
Yo, Zizou was my guy. Like I know I'm picking the obvious names, but stylistically, because watching Zidane was poetry. Like Zidane, you make you smile when you're watching him. Like Ronaldo won't make you smile when you're watching him. Ronaldo, you got that face like get the ball, boom, 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 and you're gone. That's not smiling in Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to describe it from my personal feelings the best I can. Okay. Watching Messi is like, get up off your feet. Yeah. Watching Ronaldo's go. Yeah. Bang, 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 go. Watching, watching Zidane is just smiling. You're smiling watching Zidane, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's so mad because like watching Messi, like for me, like growing up, Messi's my guy, so I've seen him day one.
I hear that.
And I just look at him. Some of the things I just don't understand. Like, bro, how have you done that? How have you just managed? Like, you just watch him. It's just you can't even describe it. I can't describe it, bro. Just you have to watch it. You know, it's one of those ones for me with Messi. And I just think, I don't know, everything, passing, dribbling, shooting, everything that I can think of a player, Messi's got it. You know, and I know the arguments will come in like, oh, he was brought up at Barcelona. He was, you know, played under great conditions, maybe the greatest Barcelona team ever. He's always had it maybe easier than some of the other. And that's the thing. Messi's story has always just been up, up, up. Yeah. There's never been a real down period in Messi's career, really. When you think about R9, you think about Maradona, all of these guys have had proper down periods. But with Messi, it's just been Messi, the Messi show since the day he came on for Ronaldinho. That's Lionel Messi, and I don't know. It's hard for me to look past him as the greatest of all time, to be honest.
I'm not going to ask you to pick Zuberi, but I want to maybe hear your opinions on some of the GOATs that we've mentioned right now. I hate being asked to ask one, but I like speaking and glorifying them all. I'm that kind of guy.
What you got?
The ones that we've mentioned.
The
ones that you want to mention. No. Forget the ones that we mentioned.
You can say Mohamed Salah, bro. Really... You can say it. We'll let you.
None of them are my goats, you know. None of them are my goats. My goats are just straightforward, man. Cut and dry. Gerrard. Everything about this man is cream. People talk about Zidane's. Yeah, that's nice, man. But I'm a Gerrard guy, man. Just old, rugged, English energy. Get in your face. I'm upset. I'm slapping it 40 yards out, man. What are you saying? I scored in every final I've been in. Few people can hold that title, you know, in England. I'm just saying it's a big title right there. This man, when you talk about clutch, when you talk about dragging a team, Messi needs to take a page from this guy's book, you know, Bilal. Not many people can drag a team the way Steven Gerrard drag a team. I know I'm Liverpool, come with the Liverpool bias and the Liverpool sauce, but I'm telling you right now, no man drag a team better than Steven Gerrard, and that's a fact. Maradona, we'll give him that because I rate that guy because I'm a party animal. If you're partying and playing football, you're my guy because I'm throwing up before a game. I'm lighting up a spliff before a game. So those are the type of people I like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my goals is just Maradona. From there, it goes Ronaldinho, because that guy, I saw him did some things. And I'm like, that's not possible. I tried doing the control the ball on my chest, and it kept bouncing off, and I'm like, maybe he glued it on there. Maybe we're not see. Maybe it's a prop. The guy did things with the soccer ball that I didn't thought possible, and to this day, I can't even do them things, man. So
I'm a massive Stevie G stan. You understand? But even that one, that's a bit wild hot take.
Go.
If you're go. But I hear you. Listen, you can never discredit someone's opinion on their favorite. That don't make sense. That's his favorite. You shut the fuck up.
Listen, but if I pick my favorite, I would just say Thierry Henry's the GOAT.
Exactly.
But I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying Thierry Henry's the GOAT. I'm saying Lionel Messi's the GOAT. But if I'm picking my favorite, then I'll be like, yeah, of course I'll pick TT all day. It's my GOAT. But I just look at it and Messi's. It has to be.
Joshua has something just as controversial as Zuberi's take. He says, "Big up, Grizz." He sends in a super chat. I appreciate the support. He says, "I've just tuned in, bro. Controversial. That's what we're about on this show, bro. With the controversial and hot takes. But in my humble opinion, Messi isn't even the best Argentinian. He's behind Di Stefano and Maradona."
Bilal, do your research. Why are you mentioning Di Stefano?
Real Madrid. Is that what we're talking? The guy, I've seen the man smoke cigarettes while he's playing, bro. Like, this is not serious era. You know, like that era there. No, I'm not having any players from that era.
Yeah, look, even me, even Uncle Grizz. even Uncle Grizz ain't speaking on Di Stefano, man. I ain't seen the brother. I ain't even seen YouTube compilations and that. Joshua, if you have, big up, bro. If you've seen enough of Di Stefano and not
Bro, I'm telling you, there's pictures there. It's like Maurizio Sarri, bro. He's just
Grizz.
going to score goals. This is not a proper era of football. And you know what it is?
Proper era,
For me,
you know. No, respect
for me, I count footballers after, like, from Maradona onwards. After that, I'm not. Man. Before that, I'm sorry, I'm not even involved.
So J Finn says Grizz. So that means watching Ronaldinho is like having sex.
Listen, man.
Family man, come on, man.
Yeah,
family man. You can't be asking family man that question, man. Yeah. But respect, man. Ronaldinho's another miracle of football. These guys are miracle footballers. What they can do, man. Yes or no?
Yeah, no, Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho's a magic man.
Like,
He's a
Ronaldinho.
magic. Zuberi, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna fight you if you say no. I'm gonna fight you on this one,
bro. You asked me my legend, and I said Maradona because I thought he was the best of that, drugs and cigarettes and cigar era. And then it's Ronaldinho, man. Ronaldinho, to me, that was football is. I learned Brazil, man. What is Druga Bonita? I don't even know if that's Portuguese or what that is, man. But Portuguese. I've been saying that for the longest. And then I saw Stevie G, and I'm like, nah, man, football needs spirit. And Stephen G is the spirit of football for me, man. Like, you're down in the mud, you need that spirit. And Saudi, they had that spirit. So I'm seeing little facets to these legends that I support, man. But hey, everybody, to each his own, man. To each his own.
100%. Ash says, really rating GOATs based on World Cup? No, we're not. But if you want, Klose is a great one. Yeah, look, he is. Miroslav Klose is a World Cup GOAT. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody denying that. You can't deny that. His record speaks for himself at the highest level. Let's bring in the next caller, man, because we could talk about these GOATs forever and ever and ever, man. We got this World Cup, man. We got so many things to talk about, man. So let's bring in Indian Scouser. Why you call yourself the Indian Scouser? Like, welcome first. You're gonna say, why is Grizz coming at me like that straight away? But that's what I do. Like, call yourself a name or something, bro, man. Indian Scouser. It's like, well, God, there might be something behind it. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, no, this guy is a legend, man.
I'm not saying he's not a legend. I'm saying he's a massive, huge legend, and I hope he goes on to become like Zidane and Maradona and them kind of GOATs, like legend. I'm just saying, I want to know why he calls himself the Indian Scouser whilst wearing an Argentina top. That's confusing, man. It's like so much going on. There's so much going on there. How are you, bro? Hope you're well.
First of all, thank you for the introduction, Grizz. I hope you all are well. I'm good, man. I'm good. I think it's 5 a.m. in Bangkok.
Oh shit. Of course.
And big up to all three of you. Big up to Bilal. And I think it's the first time I'm speaking to Zubiri. It's always been on chat. So big up to Zubiri every time.
Man. Big up every time.
Big up, man. Yeah, so I started like my own channel about like a month ago, and I wanted like a unique name. So I think it started because of Simicast called himself the Greek Scouser. So
makes sense.
Yeah, so that's when I was like,
see, the thing is, this is the beauty of communication. This is the beauty of talking. People can have their own ideas and perceptions, and people can get carried away. Like me, slap me first. People get carried away their perceptions and think, what's all that about? But when you speak to people and they give you their context and they give you their explanation about their life experiences and why they're calling themselves whatever or doing whatever or believing whatever, and then we can come to a mutual agreement, and this world would be a beautiful place. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Talk to us now that we know the secret and the story behind Indian Scouser with the Argentinian top. Looks like you're all about the Argentinians today.
Yeah, so let me just put it out there. I actually support Spain as my number one team and England as
Lord
number two.
have mercy.
No, hear me out. So Spain, because back in 2008, when Torres was like, he was obviously our boy, our guy.
Yeah.
So you guys remember the goal in the final against Germany when he chipped it over Neuer in 2008, Torres. Yeah. So ever since, I support Spain as my team for the countries, for the nations, and then 2010 we won the World Cup, and then 2012 again the Euro. So 3 major trophies in a row, and England always a second team because I love the Premier League. As for this, I just want Messi to win the World Cup because he is my GOAT. I think he is better than Ronaldo. No one's touching him. And the first half, honestly, was boring. I almost fell asleep. But as you said, Grizz, against when Saudi played Argentina, remember, you know how you said on multiple platforms that and all the streams that's when you felt like World Cup is here when the second goal went in for Saudi Arabia. For me, it started tonight. Like as soon as Messi scores, every time he scores a big goal in the Champions League or La Liga, the camera zooms in onto his face and he's just with his arms out wide. And yeah, I just felt that today, and I had
that's World Cup heritage. When we talk about history and
Exactly.
archives and lasting images in our head when we look back and talk back, that's for you,
Yeah.
right?
So now when we think back of like the 2022 World Cup, it's just gonna be Messi all over my head. But then, yeah, I think for me before the tournament, I'm gonna be honest, I put them up as favorites ahead of Brazil. I know on paper Brazil probably looks stronger, like in terms of the depth in attack, but only because of the 36 games unbeaten before the tournament. And I just feel like it's destiny. It's finally time for Messi to lift it. Like there was just something telling me that it's not Brazil. I want to back our boys Fabinho and Alisson, but I just felt something that it is going to be Messi's year. And I think they don't look as good as you said, Grizz. Like they're nowhere close to the finals right now. But trust me, and I will come back on this call-in show as always, supporting this channel. Argentina are at least reaching the finals because I think in the World Cup you have to win ugly. You have to win ugly in tournament football, 7 games, I believe, and it'll be Messi's 1,000th game in the final, right? If you can just nick it 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, extra time, penalties, I see it happening. Argentina will at least reach the finals for me. So it's just to come on and share my thoughts. No big topic today. It's just to big you guys up each and every time. You guys put in the hard work. Show much love.
Listen.
I love you guys,
You've done amazing to start your own channel. Big up yourself. If people don't know, obviously type in Indian Scouts Social Club. So make sure you give them a subscribe, people. Make sure you go and back the brother. And in terms of your chat, Bilal, Zoobs, I mean, I don't see it. I've got Argentina in my sweepstakes.
Yeah.
So I hope he's right. We talked about the romance and the unique romance story about Messi and the 1,000th game. I don't always believe in this kind of not believe. These things happen very, very, very rarely, right? So I'm gonna keep quiet, but Indian Scouts has said he's gonna come back and tell us how you guys feeling. Has he convinced you guys? Has Argentina convinced you guys?
Nope. He's gonna have to come back and either cry and we'll console him, because that's what we're here for. We're here for the people. So you're gonna have to come back, and we'll be here for you. We'll give you some Kleenex. And listen, man, you said no big
100%.
topic. That was a big topic and a big narrative you just came in with. You're saying they're gonna win ugly. Can't see it, man. Can't see it. I think luck is gonna be run out, man, and he's just gonna go home with his head down like this. It's just gonna be one of them ones, almost. I don't have him winning it. Don't want him winning it. And look.
So who are your top 3 favorites again? It was Brazil, France, and England. Am I right? For both of you.
That's my 3. That's my 3.
Yeah, that's his 3. I know. I only got one, man. I only got one. France. That's it.
Traitor, man. He said he was with England, man. Then he left.
But how often?
Why am I being called a traitor, man? Narita was England too, and then he went to Spain, and then he went to Argentina. I've only did one little.
You can do that because listen, England do anything silly, I'm on your wave as well. I'll be jumping from left to right as well. Don't worry about that. But I don't know. Like, if Argentina finish second, they're gonna play France. Like, do you guys really think Argentina? Watching them play, let's be honest. Like, even the goal Messi scored, it's just unbelievable goal. It's out of nothing, really. No. The other players, the attackers, it's not even Di Maria, man. My guy, it's not looking. It's not fluid. It's not nice.
I totally get where you're coming from, but at the same time, I feel like if they've had 2 poor games, don't you think like there'll be a game where when it actually really matters in the round 16, these players like Lautaro Martinez, they'll actually step up. Like Di Maria, like they have to step up at a point though. And I just feel in tournament football, if you can just nick it 1-0, just park the bus, play it out ugly, I don't know, man. It's something deep down telling me.
Indian scouts, let me ask you a question. So hypothetically, they're up against France in the next round, right?
Yeah.
What is the tactics there from your point of view? You think it's a park the bus and keep out Kylian Mbappe? You like
everyone keep Mbappe quiet and it's job done.
Otamendi's in your team, you know. We're gonna do bring in Martinez.
I would actually play.
Is liable to
I would play Lisandro Martinez and Romero, not Otamendi. But also Zubiri. Like, how often does a team win it back to back? Though you're saying, France is your only favorites, right? Like, often do you win it back to back? Like, it's only Brazil, like, you know.
Well, 2022, 5 times. It'll be another one. It's written in the stars, man. It's written in the stars. Giroud deserves it.
Where we at with this chat? I hear
just on some Argentina chat. We'll get onto France as well and go through their games, because like Argentina, you look at them, right? And the fullbacks, as I said before the game, I saw the Chaco brothers of Sevilla. They were there playing fullbacks. And I just think if they play France, right? And the Mbappe and Dembele connection, we get the game up here, I believe. Like Mbappe and Dembele will absolutely ruin their fullbacks. Forget the centre backs; they will have no hope anyway. Like Mbappe, one little step and players are falling down. They're scared of his pace, and Dembele the same. I don't see how Argentina can stop them, to be honest.
Yeah, I hear that, and if Konate starts, then he's gonna keep Messi in his pocket. So I get that.
It's not looking good for Argentina, is what I'm trying to say. And how you gonna cry when Konate have a stellar performance, hurting up your legend? How you gonna process that emotion? Because that's what I'm curious about. Because that's gonna be rough, man.
I'll be here. I'll be here if
your boy from Liverpool pocketing your legend. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
No, there's no conflict of interest there. Liverpool comes first.
Yeah, always. For me, it's always.
So you support Konate just because he's a Liverpool player?
Yeah, I do. I'm shameless like that. I tweeted it. I said, no, Konate, France, you're going to pay. And they nearly paid.
Yeah.
And they nearly paid. Until when? Until they brought Konate on.
I told my mates, apart from supporting Spain, I support all Liverpool players. So it's Hendo, Trent, the Brazilian boys, Konate, Nunes.
Bro, you know what you are? You're
not
like
them, then it's Messi.
Who's that guy at the start of this? You said he mentioned 12 teams. Bilal.
Luis Enrique.
Bro, you're Luis Enrique, Indian Scouser, man. You're Luis Enrique, bro. Like you can't lose. Whoever wins, he's gonna come on and say, back in 2007, and he's gonna reference someone from that team, like Portugal. I was watching Luis Figo, and ever since then, I wanted Portugal to win. Whoever wins, if France wins, you know what? When Zidane done that turn in that game for Juve, I wanted France. So you're a winner, bro.
You can find a reason to support anyone. No. That's the beauty. You can listen. As I said, it's okay to be shameless at the World Cup. It is what it is.
No. For me, it was Spain. Like I said, because of Torres, he was our guy. El Nino. So.
Yeah, as I said, I think you got a story for everyone, which is fine. That's what it's about. But listen, we're gonna keep it moving. We've got a few more people that want to come on.
100%. Thank you very much.
Speaking to you as usual, my friend.
Yes,
Brilliant
sir.
Speaking to you. Keep it going.
Thank you, guys.
Back the brothers channel if you can.
Thank you.
It takes a second to subscribe.
Indian Scouser, thank you, and smash the likes, people. Smash the likes.
That's right. Do what Indian Scouser says. It's been a pleasure as always, my brother. Look after yourself.
Yes, sir. Next time.
Take care. Bye. But yeah, man, look, it's so hard to choose favorites, Bilal. I think this tournament's getting tighter and tighter. Like France look good to me. Shall I tell you about? I don't know if you want to go into the France game. Are we scheduled to go into the France game?
We got some super chats as well. Which should we do first?
Okay. Let me do this. Sorry. Let me do some super chats. All right. Jashar says, Bilal, with your logic, he's coming for you, brother. Bilal, with your logic, do you downgrade all Liverpool's European Cup wins in the 70s and 80s when they were all boozed up and football was a contact sport?
Listen, I've
I don't
watched some
think he was
Graham's.
no, but he
Yeah,
wasn't talking 80s. I think he was talking 60s, maybe.
yeah, no. I said, like, bro, there's some like the Stefano era that I'm talking. That is so. Nah, that's not an era. That's not an era.
That's not era, you know.
It's not an era we can look at football. Like, yeah, post 70s, football was improving. But honestly, even you look at like you go through some of the way the formats of the teams back in the day, the way they did the Champions League and stuff. Obviously, it's not going to be the same. And then you watch. I was watching Graham Souness compilation the other day, and it's like WWE. Like, it's insane. This is.
But wait. Listen, you trust my football knowledge, right?
Yeah. Tell me.
You trust me, yeah? Like, I'm not gonna blag it. I'm not gonna just hype up something for no reason. Graham Souness was a baller, you know. I know you're thinking, what? Come on, man. Shut up, Grizz, man. The man sitting in the studio talking about Pogba and all edgy
Yeah,
subjects.
no. I don't even care about all that. I was just looking at his football. I'm like, Roy Keane times 1 million. This guy is insane.
Okay. Hear this out. He was a better footballer than Roy Keane. I want anyone to tell me he wasn't. Graham Souness could play, you know. He had a ping on him. He had shot. He was violent, yeah, man. He was violent. He will put it on you. 100%. He will put it on you. But he could play, man. Like Omar says, man. Respect Souness, man. Respect Souness. I'm telling you, he was the British midfielder of his generation. Bilal. I mean, don't be going down the Souness slander.
No. You know what it is? That era, when you just look at the way they played and the conditions they played in, you have to give them respect just for that.
I was gonna say, because look at them grounds and look at the nutrition, look at the lifestyles and everything. Quab OBG sends in a super chat. Says De Paul has zero tech. Messi will always be the GOAT. Anyone want to speak on Rodrigo De Paul's performance today?
De Paul, man, Udinese, he tricked me. I remember them Udinese days, and I'm watching Udinese play. I'm watching little highlights here and then. I'm seeing Rodrigo De Paul looking like De Bruyne. I'm like, yo, he can shoot. He's got tech. He's big. 28 million pounds. Oh, bring him to the Premier League. And as you said, Grizz, Liverpool fans are going, oh, we should get him. Goes to Atletico Madrid. And yeah,
but a lot of my friends are telling me about the Simeone tax and allow him.
But I
hear that.
You should be free. You're playing for Argentina, man. Do something. Don't just be Messi's bodyguard, bro. Show me something on the pitch. Like, every touch today was heavy. Getting to the ball was a struggle. Like, today was a 0 out of 10 game, because everything he did for me was like bad. So for me, I can't even give him a 1. I don't know if I'm being too harsh, but he was really bad today. He was bad today. No, I was annoyed watching him play. Like, he was annoying me. So it got to that point. I'm like, bro, I thought the Chaco brothers at Sevilla were going to make me mad, but you have taken the biscuit here. So yeah, De Paul, I don't know. We'll see how the competition progresses. But Argentina, at least they've got the Enzo Fernandez. They've got Palacios, who I've always liked. He's been a good player. I remember when Leverkusen picked him, I was like, yo, this is exciting, a really good player here. And yeah, McAllister, they're all right in the middle. So it's not like it's a major concern. The major concern for Argentina, we keep saying, is trying to find a way to really score goals like properly and be threatening all the time, because they don't look that threatening. You feel like, yeah, it's all safe and easy to play against, all in front of you, really. So yeah, that's the only thing I would say on them.
Yeah, never rated the guy, De Paul. I've heard a lot of, shouldn't say a lot, just a few guys really. I never heard a lot of people talking about De Paul. And to be fair, every time his name comes up, man, I wouldn't even have the opportunity to shut it down. Like, people will shut it down for me. And I'm like, oh, thank God, man, because I just never rated the guy. They're talking about Simeone tax. They're talking about the system he playing and all this good stuff. Listen, you either have it or you don't. And if you have it, at some point, it'll show. And I'm yet to see it. I haven't even come across his YouTube highlights. So if I got to go searching for your highlights, that means you're not really it, man. Because I'm telling you, there's some highlights making my reel. I'm like, raw, nah, he's really up there. If I got to go looking for your highlights, man, you ain't that good,
Yeah. Where was he when he was young? I think it was Valencia. I remember back in day. And it didn't really fully work out for him at Valencia. And then he's went off to Italy. And then the revival was there. He's got that, the like triple name, like the KDB, the ESR, the RDP, like even like wrestlers. What's that guy that used to, Rob Van Dam? These guys who've got these names. You're like, yo, you must be good. But listen, maybe can turn it around.
listen, allow the Rodrigo de Paul chat and he ain't all that. But listen, my guy Julian Laurent, big up my guy Julian Laurent.
Hey.
He says Kylian Mbappe has now scored more goals in 2 World Cups, that's 7 in 9 matches, than Thierry Henry did in 4 World Cups, 6 in 17. Phenomenal. Are we ready to move on to that France game? Are we talking about the France game?
I've got it here somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous, man.
And
Can look before we go on the Mbappe train? I want to just quickly, or maybe we stick on Mbappe and then we talk about, because I want to speak about a player that's not been talked about much in the last couple of years. So, which way around do you want to do it,
bro? You go any direction you want. I don't know. Like, what do you want to start with? Just
no, because because I brought up a Julien Laurent tweet. We'll talk about Mbappe.
All right, fair enough. Go Mbappe. Like, he's a main event.
Okay. I'm gonna say frightening. That's it. Frightening.
You believe that? Yeah, believe that.
One word only.
Believe that, because I've been saying this. This is the reason why I'm supporting France, man. This guy has the potential to slap a lot of goats out of the GOAT conversation. We're talking 2 World Cup before 25. We're talking about Thierry Henry just getting. I don't want to disrespect the guy, but even Giroud is running up on his numbers. So what are we really talking about when we're talking about Thierry Henry?
Well. Griezmann's about to run up on Zidane's numbers because he's coming. I think he's tied with Zidane today.
Don't take why are you taking the limelight from me? I'm about to talk about someone.
I think football, honestly, right? Before I big up Mbappe, football's not even the same, man. Because look at the stats some of these guys are getting, and you look at the greats like Zidane, you look at the Henrys, and for obviously their records they're going to be broken one day, and they stood for how long? Like 2 decades, really. You know, so fair enough, they're going to get broken one day, but is football the same? Because you look at the teams, you know, when you just go back and see that defenders, like some of these guys were coming up against back in the day, the work they had to put in. I heard Adamson, I think he was alluding to that as well earlier on the chat, not about we're not talking about over 30s, 34s being banged, but like talking about how football's changed as a game. A lot of things in football for me, it's maybe the proper one-on-one quality of a lot of defenders has dropped, you know. I just feel like guys like Mbappe, who are that level that could play in any era, are going to eat in this kind of, you know, the next 10 years. And Mbappe, he's going to break every record in France. Don't get it twisted. Goals, assists. By the time he finishes his career, he's going to be number 1 in terms of every stat. So, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
You know what's mad?
If injuries don't stop him, this guy's clear in terms of every stat. Fact.
Grizz, don't come for me, you know, but here's a mad take I had as well. Some of these goals, the numbers they was putting up wasn't that great. That's just where I'm going to leave it. Because it's too easily touched. The numbers the GOATs put up, and we laud them for like, oh, this is so great. They weren't really that great, you know. They weren't really that great. And even Gerrard numbers, man. Salah's running up on his numbers. And I'm like, wow, that's not really
Football's
good.
changing. Like, look at this. Look at this comment.
It is.
Look at Messi. We know how good Messi and Ronaldo are. We know how good these guys have been. And they basically scored as many goals in World Cup as Mbappe, who's 23. Like, I don't know what that says. For me, I just think maybe the game's just not the same.
It's a whole different game, man. Yeah. The offside rule, the tactics, the players' nutrition, the players' diet. Defending was an art. Now a lot of onus is on attacking play. There's so many different factors, man. State of pitches. You ask these brothers to play on the pitches these guys were playing. You're trying to tell me you're going to get clean strikes every time. Shut up, man. You ain't hitting no first time shot.
You're going to change the ball.
You're going to take 3
the ball as well.
You're going to take 3 touches to control the ball. Yeah, 90s and 2000s were defensively superior eras, 100%. You know what I mean? I very rarely agree with Ohms when it comes to football takes, because his ones mostly are when he's pissed. So, you know what I mean? I can't, but he's right there. He's spot on. He's spot on.
I think the biggest one for me is the ball, man. The ball, because I remember
I'd say the pitches, the footwear, the pace of the game, the everything, man. It's
physicality, everything.
Have you ever had one of them balls in the 90s, Grizz? I was afraid to head them balls, you know. Them balls was some serious leather, you know. I'm just saying.
Did you? How many times did you head to some of them?
Oh, me? I was ducking, man. I was doing the what's that guy's name? The young kid. In our 6 who went out on loan. I see him ducking the ball, so he must have had the same I was ducking them, man. Them balls was hard to kick as well, man. You can't just toe poke them balls in the 90s. A serious ball, you know. I don't know if Bilal had the luxury of playing with them, man. Them balls, they never pop, just solid balls.
I wasn't much of a header as well. Trying to
see, that's what I'm saying about you. You don't know all-round footballers. This is what I'm saying. This is why you'd struggle against Poland and them, man.
Yeah, no. Like even my brothers, like the Saudi guys, man, they got hella Sudanese brothers there, man. We're not trying to head of the ball, man. We're not trying to head of the ball.
You need to get out. You need to get out your own leagues.
We're trying to pass the ball into the net, mate. We're not
That's
trying to give ourselves headaches.
That's what I'm saying. You're looking to play the perfect game, man. Me, I played in Hackney Marshes. If people know in the chat, Hackney Marshes is Hackney Marshes, bro. That's where real footballers are built. People are going to start Googling Hackney Marshes in East London. You understand? So, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sunday League football, you need to experience it.
Yeah. Sunday League. Even Sunday League, right?
I suffered in Sunday League, man. Racist abuse and physical abuse and all kind of shit. Different era, bro. But that's why I toughen up right now. You know, that's why I got rhino skin now. That's why when people come for me, I just brush it off. You know what I mean? Or I attack them like a alligator. You know what I mean? I snap them up. I snap back because you have to. That was an era where if you didn't snap back, you get bullied. You get intimidated by people. You understand? I grew up through that, man. So. Yeah, man. But listen, big up Hackney Marshes. Here people are saying, man, people know about Hackney Marshes, man. Facts, people are saying, you don't understand. Before we bring in the next caller, Tarmizi is waiting in the background, I can see. Big up Plasto Massive as well. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Plasto, Hackney, Homerton, these areas, man, these ends were serious ends, people know. Oh, shit, here we go. Jashar is on you today.
He's not happy with Izzy. He's not happy.
Bilal, your recency bias just shows ignorance of the different eras. In this modern day football, you can't even tackle the game. Now favors attackers. He's got a very good point.
Yeah, I hear that, but I said I'm counting footballers.
Wait, no. Go and watch the highlights. Just type in Maradona being fouled on YouTube.
Yeah, no, but I said from Maradona era, from Maradona on, I'm respecting football. But before that, there's a question mark. There's a quick question. Like, who was I watching the other day? I think it was the Arsenal 1971 Cup final. Like, was it Brady? I can't remember. It was one of those. Yeah, I think Brady, something like that. It was balling, but still question mark. Even though it scored a banger, but question mark. Like, a lot of football before that time, before Maradona, man. Question mark. I'm sorry.
Mate, I'm telling you this. No, you have to put respect on those people, man. Come on, don't do that to me, man. Yo, people are bigging up the East London gang, man. People are repping from everywhere around my ends, you know. This is mad.
Local.
See what it does to you? East says, forget Hackney Marsh, big up Major Road. Major Road. Let me explain Major Road. Major Road was a little, one of them concrete playgrounds made for estates. You know them rough estates? Yeah? Every country has them rough estates. Whether it's USA, France, England, Pakistan, Australia. But, oh my God, Bow, that's what I'm talking about. E3 means E. E means East. So everyone when it says postcode, E starts with East. It's about East London. But Major Road, what Isan was talking about, is like a concrete jungle. You have those built-in five-a-side goals without no nets. Just the posts and the bar, right? And all of the estates share that. So it's one of those who gets there first, gets first gigs on it. And then when the gangsters roll through, you have to just step aside. It's one of those ones. You don't want war. No, I'm serious, innit? You don't want war. Yeah. So you try to get there first, you build up, you play as much as you can, or you go at the most unsociable hours possible. Because that's the only way it's going to be
calm living, man. That's calm living. In America, we have to rough up the Americans for the basketball court and use trash cans, man. And when they get too deep, we have to go rough up the Mexicans. That they play this handball, so they got the little section. There's no soccer pitch over here, man. It's only recently we're getting soccer pitches.
Yeah, that's the thing with America.
Go, sorry, Bilal.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say that's the thing about America. If they can get working class people to play football, proper football, who knows what they can do in 10, 20 years.
Proper football. This is what I'm talking about. So these one pitches, Zuberi. You're talking about soccer pitches. No, these weren't soccer pitches, my brother. You're talking nice. These is concrete jungles, what Isan's just referenced there, my brother Isan Films. These are concrete jungles. Yo, people in the mods in the chat, let's block up these bots, man. Sending filth on our channel, man. We don't need that in our chat.
Yeah.
So
it's pavement, right?
It's concrete. It's hard. Yeah. But we were happy to have something. So then the rest is all fenced up. Obviously, if you got Brock foot, you're still kicking it over. Some people, you know what I mean, including Isan, had Brock foots that still managed to get over the fences. And then it's long. But it's one of those ones, first come, first serve. You try to play as much as you can. And then when the gangsters and the big boys come through, you know what I mean, you have to step aside. Obviously, you know what I mean, when I was young, you know what I mean, I kept it cool with the gangsters. So by the time I was at age, you know what I mean, I ranting. So, you know what I mean, I could protect my people. So when they came through, they say, no, these are Grizz's boys. Yeah, allow it in it. Let's let them play for 20 minutes. And I say, yes, sir. You understand?
Get extra 20 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, man, you get extra 20 minutes because of Grizz.
Calm.
You know what I mean? Grizz Khan is in the building, you know what I mean? So I let him play for another 20 minutes, man. These are his people. But yeah, man, good times. Shall we bring on another chat? Because I went to speak on Let me
address this. Let me address this little comment here. So BILAL doesn't rate Pele best and Cruyff. I didn't say I don't rate them, especially when you look at what they've done in their era. 100%, I rate them. I'm just saying when we're talking. You know, I'm not.
You're getting a lot of shots still, man.
I'm saying when we're talking.
You did fire loose shots, man.
Yeah, I'm saying we're talking overall GOAT, the best ever, all time. These guys, I'm sorry, not in my conversation, but yeah, that's for you guys.
You're not rating no man that can down a 6-pack, burn a cigarette, and play soccer at the same time or play football.
Listen to me. You know, Zoots. You know, you mentioned a lot of partiers. You mentioned a lot of Zoots.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned a lot of drink, and you mentioned a lot of partying. This guy was the king, the original king of all of that. Ashley Knight talks about, don't forget about George Best. Now, I'm not gonna say I watch George Best, but everyone I speak to, and you know, there's people that you speak to and you trust when they speak. I trust people when they tell me about George Best. They say George Best was a different player. Control, dribbler, glide past players. You know what I mean? Modern day, like the Michael Laudrup of the 60s and the early 70s. This guy, and you know what? He was a party animal apparently, and all of that.
Even that Elvis Presley lifestyle. That's what
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, what's good? Tells me when I was in Jamaica, we used to play in gully. You guys may or may not know what that is.
Let me tell you what that is.
Even if we don't, we got the man. Talk to me.
Let me tell you what that is. So a gully, depending on where you're from, the size can vary. So basically, there's a lot of water in Jamaica. It's the line of isles of water. So when it rains, there's just water raging off the mountains or high ground. So they have a lot of these channel where the water goes. And the gully, man, is just where the water goes out to go to the river. So you can have a really small one that's about 5 feet wide, or you can have a big one that's like 20 feet wide. So I'm not sure what area he's from, but like my house is built right next to a gully, and that's just our slide. You know, in the playground you have a slide. The gully was the slide. So that's basically what that is. And you in there, you're in there with a bottle or some box. You crump up the box, and that's the ball. So you'd got like an empty drink bottle or some paper rolled up, and you just in there barefooted, man. I'm pretty sure a bunch of guys kick their big toe off. My knees is done up from in that gully either, man. Yeah,
listen.
There's no cleats, there's no shoes. You get your nice little flip-flops, you take that off because you can't have your flip-flops too dirty going back home. And you just in the gully barefooted, man, just roughing it up.
When you go back home, you know the difference. Like I remember when I went back home, like one holiday, right? I was there for months. I was just playing football. We went to some area. Obviously, they got the bandulu ball that they've made out of who knows what. We're playing. There's sand, right? I thought it was all sandy, so it's all sand on the top, right? I've gone to kick the ball now, volley, and I've just sliced my foot across the floor. I sliced it. I looked down. I'm bleeding. Bro, there's a massive rock there that's completely cut my foot up. And I was like, you guys tricked me. I thought we were playing on sand. So I came barefoot thinking I'm going to enjoy it. But these guys, man, made out of stone. And then there'll be this brother that came through with like 2 goats. He's carrying it. Like, listen, when you go back home, man, you just see things like, mate.
It's a different level, man. Big up, yo, what's good, man, every time. Big up yourself, man. Conroy says, smash the likes, people. Listen, you're getting all sorts of chat today on the call-in, man. If you ain't liking this show, man, I don't know what you're gonna like, man. Now, this is tier 1 content. Tier 1 content. Tayyib says in Punjabi, which is what I speak, we say gully 2 for an alleyway. It's true. So yeah, so we say it for a alleyway. Yeah, so like in villages, when you got like obviously houses built on both sides, the roads are narrow, right? It's a small, so like a little pathway. You have a little drainage system through the middle, right? Every village has a little drainage system, and that's called a gully. You understand? So no road name, just gully. Where you at? I'm in the gully of X's house. Yeah, because there's no road names, there's no gully names. So so each village knows who lives in what house. So I'm in between Bilal's and Zuberi's gully. That's
the name.
Wow.
The word gully just sounds like, it just sounds like, when something just sounds like what it is. It sounds like what it is.
It sounds like what it is. So if people want to know where you are, you shout, I'm between things, gully. In fact, I was gonna say, when people phone you, you ain't phoning shit. You ain't phoning no one there. You ain't got no phone. You ain't got no Wi-Fi.
I was about to say, you must be living good life to have a phone back
You understand exactly. But if you do manage to have one, you say, I'm in gully, X gully next to things house gully. But listen, man, us three, I'm mad. We could be chatting about all random stuff. Let's bring in some callers that want to talk about football or something, man. What are you doing out here?
Yeah, that's
making me mad. Yeah, Tamizzi's in the building, channel member. My brother, how are you? Hope you're well.
Tamizzi, what's up?
Yeah, big up Zubri. Assalamu alaikum, brothers.
Salam.
You know, yeah, it's been I'm enjoying the discussion and learning new stuff.
Yeah, sorry, we went a bit on. We digressed a little bit on culture and names for all. Thank you.
No, you know about Luis Enrique. I just want to touch upon it. The way he approaches this tournament, it looks not orthodox kind of thing, because I don't know if you guys know, but the Spanish national team, they went to the Salt Bay restaurant a few days ago at Doha. Like it's like a bond kind of thing, and then like one of the players, the William brothers, Inaki Williams.
Yeah.
Is it Nico Inaki? So
Nico's in the Spanish team,
Nico. So he met his Ghanaian brother over there as well, like during the tournament. So it's like he's giving this pretty much a free time of after the first game against Costa Rica. So he's moving a bit different, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it's just. And then he has this Twitch kind of platform that engage with the fans, those kind of stuff. So I don't know. Perhaps it's a different move for future. Like a different way of approaching tournament football for coaching stuff. I don't know. It's just a very interesting, and I'm very intrigued to see how it goes with that. I just have to come back this week because I want to talk like some of the teams that I predict that they might not get the results on the first week. Obviously today I would give to a hats off to Australia. It's a massive feat against Tunisia, and I hope that they prove me wrong, because I said before last week that Australia is the least among those teams from AFC nations that can get out from the group. Hopefully on the next game against Denmark. But Denmark still have the pedigree, but we'll see. I'm really concerned with South Korea, actually, because they're the team that I'm following on a daily basis. Apparently Kim Min-jae hasn't been training for 2-3 days.
That's huge.
So because the next game is against Ghana. Hopefully
bring up the South Korea group, Bilal. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on,
So,
Thomas,
yes.
carry on.
Yeah. So I just want to touch upon another thing. Like the England fan base, their take on Phil Foden with on Southgate, like why he doesn't start, all this and that. So apparently, the South Korean fan base. Here's the thing that I want to give an update or so. Paulo Bento, the South Korean manager, I think Grizz knows because he used to play for Portugal, and apparently his Portugal national team got knocked out by South Korea in 2002. So Paulo Bento is the current manager for South Korea, and he has this a knack of not starting Lee Kang-in. I think Zubri knows Lee Kang-in. He plays
that's
for
my guy.
Mallorca.
I was gonna ask you about him.
Yeah. So on that game against Uruguay, he came on as a sub, but a lot of the fan base wants him to to start as a to start over other right wingers, especially there's a guy named Lee Jae Song from, I think, Mainz, Bundesliga. So Lee Kang-in offers a bit different. I think he plays he's more of a flair type of player, like good in dribbling and try to create some through balls and all that. So they need some killer pass because I think Paulo Bento is a bit pragmatic, I would say. So he wants the team, the collective effort first rather than individual brilliance. Rightly so, because I think their qualifying performances has been up there. I mean, they've been on they've been doing well consistently, and Heung-min Son has been the integral part of the team. So it's just some of this worrying thoughts for me, like the attack and defense. But I think without Kim Min-jae against Ghana and Portugal, I think it'll be a bit tough, to see them, getting out.
That's actually very bad news. I didn't know that because that's how highly I rate him. I was expecting South Korea to beat Ghana. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Or is it, or whenever the next game is? Sorry,
it's the last. Yeah, it's the last. The second week, because it's the last group, actually, Group H.
But without Kim, that's going to be a struggle, because that's going to be Ghana's best chance of a victory as well. They would have looked at the South Korea game. That's a blow for South Korea. But I think, I think that's going to be still a very, very big game in terms of how this group's going to go. Portugal, Uruguay. I could just see a draw already, guys. I could nailed on draw. I don't know what you guys think of this group, Bilal and Zubs, and what Tom is saying about this the South Korea situation.
Yeah. Go on,
as far as Ganging Lee, I never really thought of him as like a Foden type of player, but I think that comparison is spot on, Tarmizi. I'm not sure why he's not starting. That guy, to me, is the spark, is the difference. Yeah. He's the difference maker. As far as the center back being missing, I really had eyes for him, I didn't even follow him until the World Cup started. I'm like, all right, okay, let me see what he's doing. And he had a good game, I think, and he's going to be a massive miss. But I think goals win games. Goals win games. And I'm telling you, Lee has a few goals in him and a few creations as well. Very dynamic. I think he can give Ghana some problems. But if he's not starting the same way Foden isn't starting, I don't even know why Foden isn't starting. But that's what it is. And as for Portugal, I think Portugal have enough to get past Uruguay. Uruguay, they have the names, and those names, some of them can go again in the next World Cup. But Portugal, man, I'm telling you, they have a difference maker in there. They have a guy. If they can start Dalot as right back, I think they can just coast past any team in that group. Even
What are
if
you
it's just a
saying?
1-0.
Wait. I've lost you. I just wait. Come back. Wait, and
Listen.
you guys are letting him just carry on like that?
Yeah,
Did he
no,
just-
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
I
man.
am. I
No,
agree.
it's
I agree
straight
with the
facts.
two.
It's straight facts. What are you saying, Grizz? It's straight facts. I just
Wait,
spit to
hold
you
on.
just now.
I'm confused. Did you just say difference maker and then say Dallo, or are you suggesting two different things here? Are you
Listen.
suggesting Felix as a difference maker or Bernardo Silva as a difference maker? Or did you say no stop, no pause, difference maker, and then Dallo?
No. I never. Okay, so I see what you did there. You got to
Yeah.
pay attention. No, I wasn't
So, my
saying
bad,
the
my
different maker was that.
Yo, and I was gonna
No.
say you guys didn't. Why didn't you guys call me or something?
No,
Like,
so I said they
Bilal,
have
you got my
different
number. When he
makers.
does shit like this, you call me.
I hear what he's saying about Dallo though, because I do agree he should
Oh,
start.
shut up,
That's
man.
why.
about
No.
Dallo.
So I didn't say
Cancelo, man, needs
Dallo
to
was
get
the
out of here,
difference
man.
maker. I said if they have a bunch of difference makers.
Mm.
But if they bring
Yeah.
on Dallo, then that's a different thing that's gonna be happening over there. Because
So what
here's
you
the
gotta
thing.
do? So what you gonna do with Cancelo? You ain't dropping Cancelo. Are you taking him left back?
Listen, I mean, he can come
No,
on.
Nuno Mendes is he still
Yeah,
around?
Are
he
you
can
really?
come on. He
Nuno
can come
Mendes
on
is one of the best left backs in the world.
Listen, he can come on if he's needed, but I'm telling you, Dallo has to start. You know why Dallo has to start?
So play Cancelo midfield.
Nah, the
Well,
midfielders
well.
find a way it is. Just put him on the bench, and if he's needed, I guess we'll bring him on. Or if people get tired, we'll bring him on. But I'm telling you, that guy is overhyped. That's Pep tax over there. That's City tax over
Oh
there.
shit. Tamizi, are you in agreeing with this, or am I gonna have to block you as well?
I want to say one thing because
I'm joking.
I want to say one thing because I look at the Ghana Portugal game, and I
Mhm.
think the attack from Ghana, which is from the left, I think the ball from on top, and then Cancelo just could have mentioned that the brother from Ghana, he just made the attack and then scored the second goal. So what I'm saying is, it's gonna be if Darwin is on that left flank, it's gonna get techy for Portugal. Let's just put it that way. But on Cancelo on I mean in the attack, of course, I'm not. I rate him in that aspect, but defensively, it worries me. If I'm a
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Portuguese,
go Dallo. If you go Cancelo, Darwin would have a field day. And I'm not trying to
that's
go
what I'm
against
saying.
Darwin here, but I'm a football purist, man. I'm telling you, if Portugal has any sense, they'll be like, you know what? Let's go Dallo. Defensively solid, and he can whip a decent cross.
Yeah,
And
he has
he
to
got
be
that
disciplined.
you got that connection with Ronaldo, man. Ronaldo
Understanding,
bigs
yeah.
you up, man. You gotta come in. Ronaldo bigs you up in his interview, man. You gotta come in and do a thing. He said that guy is the only guy with the mentality to go places. That's a
Fernando
goal
Santos
for some
is
people.
yeah. Fernando Santos is a coach where he always sets up team to be organized, and I know it's 3-2. I mean, Ghana scored 2 goals. Probably it's a 1-off, but probably again in this the second group game, it'll be a bit more disciplined in terms of assessing strengths and weakness. But still, I mean for Uruguay, it's for them it's something that they will look at and trying to capitalize the weakness. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting battle. Will be whoever is going to be on that right position, right back. That's my take on it.
Bilal?
Yeah. No, I agree with Zub as well. Yeah, obviously, I said Dallo for me should be starting that game. And the points about South Korea similar to Japan as well, because I saw Tomiyasu said he's injured. He's hoping to get
injured as well.
Yeah. That guy's just a walking injury, bro. I said he's a hologram. He's an illusion. He comes on, he plays amazing, then he's got a problem. That's Tomiyasu, man. But yeah, he said hopefully he's going to be back for the last group game for Japan. And now if Kim's also out for South Korea, it puts both two teams in a worse position. But at least Japan's got the points on the board. They got their 3 points, so they're in a good position on the table. But yeah, back to Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
For me, we know Fernando Santos the way he plays. it always has to be Danilo Pereira, William Carvalho. All of these guys have to start. Ronaldo is going to have to start up front. Like, it's dead. Like, if it was me, I would play a Dallo in defense and then Nuno Mensch and then have that balance in the back. But then in the midfield, I'll go like your Ruben Neves, Vitinha, Mateus Nunes, Bernardo Silva, João Felix, Rafael Leao, and do something like that and have fun as in the attack in that sense as well. But yeah, with Portugal, it's going to be the way it is. Ronaldo's going to play. Carvalho's going to play. Pereira's going to play. And they're just going to have to suffer with that. And if the manager feels like Leao, as he did the other day, coming on and scoring, and you know what, even Bruno Fernandes, fair play to him, what he did in that game. They've got quality, man. They just need to find a way to use it. But I think the groups are getting interesting. As we said, all of them are so interesting. But Tamizi, what's your thoughts as well on like Iran? I know Japan as well. You didn't really touch on them. Like, what's your thoughts on these other Asian teams? Like, what Asian team do you think is going to go the furthest?
Okay, so from the beginning, before the tournament starts, I expect my heart wants at least three AFC nations to get up from the group. As 3 AFC nations and 3 Asian nations. As of now, you know, I know Saudi lost against Poland, but it's still hanging in the balance. So it's a bit, I would say 50-50 because
I think they'll do it, as I said.
Close. Yeah, close affair. Japan is in a cruise control driving seat, but they just need to
are they
try to
are they in cruise control? You think?
Bro, they got Costa Rica in the morning. If they win that game,
Costa Rica, but this World Cup is wild.
No, not that one.
Nah. according to Bilal, man, he said Costa Rica is the worst team in the tournament.
No, I said it.
Oh, you said it as well. You agree then?
I said it's the worst team. But look,
you said that. I didn't even say that, but I agree. But I didn't say that. You said that.
But look at the way Iran came back from the England smashing up. Right? Who else came back hard?
Australia.
I can't remember now. Australia came back. So Costa Rica. Look. I think everyone's making Japan favorites, especially of the way they turned like second half. They turned it around against Argentina. But let's not get twisted. Argentina could have been, Germany could have been 2-0, 3-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 ahead because Germany had a lot of chances in that first half.
Yes.
So Costa Rica won't make it easy, man. They've got some pride, man. They're at the World Cup. No? Okay.
I mean, they went out from the group. I mean,
I do as well, but you never know.
I mean, they did progress. Back in previous editions. So they have that probably previous experience to help them out, but it's just the momentum. And my take on it is that if Japan plays their A game, and if they turn up, then there's only, for me, in my opinion, my humble opinion, there's only one winner. That's my take on Japan. South Korea, as I said, I've already touched upon it. It depends on the key players. Iran is a bit interesting. I still keep my cards close to my chest because I think the USA is not I won't take lightly on USA because this Iran and the last group especially they have a lot to play for, you know what I'm saying? So it's fighting up for the grabs. So I think it's gonna be an ugly performance, I would say. It's not gonna be
I think this group is, well, all of them, they're crazy groups. I think even after tomorrow's fixtures and Monday's fixtures, hold on. Is it the Monday we're going to have a final? Is game week 2 going to be ended on Monday? Because I know Tuesday, Monday, England, Wales, so game week 3 starts. So it's got to be Monday.
It's
got to be Monday. Yeah. So game week 2 is starting on Tuesday. So in the next 2 days, I don't know what to call from this group, guys. Like England played Wales in the last game. Surely England beat them. So Wales is out of the picture, right? Wales ain't going to beat England. Even though England was shit in the last game, I think we need to speak on USA, right? And I know
it's still going to be a draw.
Nah, I think England will wrap them.
Yeah. Nah.
So England to wrap Wales? Yeah.
England wrap Wales, man. Zubs, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not talking about the England game. I'm talking about the USA game. USA is just
fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, they're just gonna have 3 draws and it's gonna peter out, man.
So you're thinking USA Iran's gonna be a draw?
100%. The way you see the table is, that's how it's finishing.
So this is how it's gonna finish.
Yeah, because if England pump Wales, they're gonna be where they are, and if Iran and USA draw, it's gonna be.
So basically, winner
this
takes
is the
all.
group.
So Iran USA is winner takes all.
Yeah, winner takes all. But it's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be a draw. So then it's just Iran is just gonna skate through on that.
I think a lot will depend on the injury situation. If Sardar Azmoun is still injured for Iran, like he was, that's gonna be advantage USA with a capital A.
I fancy the USA to go through. Watching them play, I just think they're very good in so many areas. Yeah, dynamic, the midfield, the attack. I just feel like, obviously, Taremi's, America don't have a striker like him, but everything else for me favors the Americans, man. And what a fixture that is, US versus. I remember before the World Cup started, I said, I told my friend, listen, I'm praying we get US, Iran in the same group, and it happened. And finally,
how the hell did that happen? Wait, if people want to talk about conspiracy theories and whatnot, man, come on. Are you seriously drawing out Iran and USA? And isn't this the second time?
I don't even know if I've never seen this picture before. I can't remember seeing this picture before. If you
guys, come on, guys, was it? It's not the first time. Zoobs, haven't you guys played Iran before?
No, I don't think so. You know, it would have been a big spectacle in a sense. This might be the first. I might have to look it up, and I'm gonna be honest.
No, man, you guys
are.
Are you not mad? Of course, it's been before, man. You guys, man, flop songs or what with me, man? You're talking on Grizz Khan TV, and you lot don't know your facts, man. Get out of here, man. I feel like slapping you.
Listen. I can't rate a team in the World Cup that says soccer. Do you know how jarring that is?
Yeah, what's wrong with
that's your people, bro. That's your lingo, man. Even is called soccer. Like, it is what it is, man. You guys win this World Cup, you can call it whatever you want. You can we can take the Premier League to America if America win the World Cup.
Hey, don't tease me, man. I want
likes.
Liverpool to come.
Your people, I want 200 likes up on the stream already. So come on, smash a like. We're so close to 200. 200 likes ain't nothing to ask about, man. Come on, people. You already know the game. Bless. Yeah, Sammy, we already discussed France, but we can discuss again as soon as people, if any one of the callers wants to discuss France, we can. You know, I wanted to talk about. Sorry, Tarmizi, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about first?
No. I think that's just it, because next week I can't be in the stream because I'm flying. So,
okay.
But I will keep in touch. Yeah, I'll be heading over there.
Yeah?
So,
nice.
Yeah. But I'll be in the chat and having my thoughts and opinions with what's going to happen with the upcoming week and all that.
So 100%. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself. The main thing is stay safe, stay blessed. Hope everything works out. Keep in touch. Keep in contact.
Fingers crossed. We'll do this. Yeah.
Exactly. So hold on. Before we let you go. Who's going to be the team that you actually? I want you to choose one, because you're doing what the previous caller, Indian Scouser, he mentioned about 15 teams and he had a plan for all of them. You understand? So I need,
right.
He had a backstory for 15 teams. I'm not even lying, but I need you to tell me one team that you're backing. Okay, one team that you're supporting, and one team that you think is going to win the World Cup, because it can be two different things.
Fair, yeah.
I'm backing Argentina, but I reckon it's Brazil. It's Brazil's tournament, because when I look at Brazil against Serbia, in that group, Serbia is no disrespect to Cameroon and Switzerland, but Serbia is the most they have a lot of threats like SMS
and they dismantled them, you're saying. And you're saying the way they handled Serbia, God help Switzerland and Cameroon.
Yeah, even when they were under pressure, they still thread that pass accurately, perfectly, like those crisp, incisive passing. So, I don't know. Brazil is moving differently this time around.
Even without Neymar?
Well, they have like depth around the team. So everyone has been saying Richarlison is this and that, but
Hey, Grizz,
I have to give
just
props
so
to
you
him.
know,
I have to give props to him.
just so you know, Grizz,
Yeah.
you guys on that side of the world might be screaming Neymar, Neymar, but the entire Brazil is hanging this World Cup on Bilal's boy, Richarlison. It's only people in Europe is saying Neymar, The entire country of Brazil is hanging the World Cup on the back of Richarlison. So you know.
What's that about? What do you mean? Like,
he's their boy.
Get out of here, man.
Listen,
I hear
I'm
that.
telling you.
I hear that.
But that's what that country is saying. The country of Brazil.
It's Neymar. Always been
saying. I want to defend Richarlison as well, because I know a lot of people, I don't know if they say they don't like him as a person, and they just don't like maybe his antics. But I've been seeing what he's been saying off the pitch, man, about like healthcare, people in general, like good words about people. Yeah. So for me, I really rate this guy, and I hope he has a good World Cup, even if he's playing for my enemies. But it's okay. He's playing for Brazil right now, so I can support him in that way. But yeah, I don't think Neymar's a massive miss. If they lose Neymar, it'll be a miss. It's crazy to say. It's not a massive miss because of the depth they have. If they didn't have, if it was a few years ago where it was just the Neymar show, then cool, it'll be a massive miss. But now with like Bruno Guimaraes in there, if you play him and Casemiro and Paqueta, that's a crazy midfield three with the Vinicius and Richarlison and either Rafinha, etc. I just think, and you've got the likes of Anthony, Jesus, Martinelli, Rodrigo. Oh my god, like it's too many players. So for me, Neymar.
Yep.
There's not too much pressure on him this tournament, I don't think, compared to previous.
Wow, really?
And that could help Brazil.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tamizi, was there anything else, brother, before we keep it moving?
No, I think that's just it. But big up to you guys. Smash the likes, people.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Pleasure as always, my bro friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. We hope to keep in touch soon. Take care, bro.
Thank
All
you.
right,
bro.
Bro, some games tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
we fixed today's lineup. So today we saw
We've been talking about Argentina on and off. We can talk about it a bit more if you want.
Coming in.
Yes.
Let's talk punting.
Yeah, I'll get it up here. Where's it? All right. Should be able to see it now. So yeah, Argentina, as we said. Yeah, there's not much to say.
He made 5 changes, right?
Yeah, he made so many changes. But for me, when I just looked at that lineup initially, I just looked at the fullbacks. I was like, where's the threat really coming from? But Messi. Again, we talked about it earlier. But yeah, it's a Messi show here. And I know, Grizz, you were fancying Mexico at one point in the game. What were your
my thoughts about this game, the way it was panning out, was I don't see no pace throughout this team. I don't see it's just literally Messi.
Mm-hmm.
If Messi does something, Messi does something. Vega was a problem for them. Lozano was causing problems, but you're right. There was no goal scorers. Neither of them are a goal scorer. They haven't got one goal scorer in that team, in that Mexico team. And that was the issue I knew they'd always have. I knew they'd make it tough for them. I knew there would be no space for Argentina to play through the lines. I didn't like the setup of the midfield. I thought the back players one-on-one are awful. Like you're talking about the fullbacks, I'm talking about the centre-backs, Otamendi and Lisandro Martinez. I don't rate this back line of Argentina. I don't think he had a plan. The plan was hopefully hopefully Di Maria or Messi do something out of nothing. And that's how it panned out. People are coming for me and saying, oh, you didn't rate Argentina. No, I didn't, and I still don't. Like, they're not playing. There was no fluidity in their play.
Yeah, it's tough watch for most part.
That's it. It was a tough watch. And that's what it was. It was a bit of Messi, not even Messi magic, really. Just got the ball, bang. That's what Messi does if you give him a little bit of space. That's what the greatest player of all time does. So while you got the greatest player in your team, you always have a chance. But apart from that, I don't know what you guys thought. I thought Mexico were very much in control, but obviously didn't have a threat.
Yeah. I think defensively, Emi had Martinez pulled off a few good saves. Lisandro Martinez, I do like him, to be honest. I do like the way he plays and some of the things that he does. So I think it was a good addition into the team. But yeah, as I said, I already spoke about the rest of the defense not moving me. The midfield wasn't good. The fluidity wasn't there. But yeah, it's just one of those ones. Like even if they do somehow beat Poland and go through, just don't see them doing much now, man. We can't. I know a lot of us had them
So
to win the tournament.
who are they scheduled to meet next right now? Do we know how the setup is?
Yeah. We said if they finish second, they do play France, and if they finish first, they'll probably get Australia. But it's one of those ones. It's likely they probably finish second, and then get the the French game. So that would probably see them out of the tournament, in my opinion. I don't see how they stop France. But yeah, I don't think there's much more. I don't know, Zub, if you want to add anything on Argentina, because we have talked about them quite a bit today. But yeah, Argentina, for me, I look at the team. So I don't know, like Lautaro as well, for me. Like, you look at the way they used to play and the strikers they used to have, and there was always a problem of how they all want to fit them in. Even guys like Lavezzi on the wing. I don't know. It's just not the same. Messi as well, what's it called? The athleticism, everything is not there. But of course, if he gets the quality around him and he finds some bit of space, he can do a bit of magic. But today, he showed you give him time, you give him a little inch, he'll take it. But is that going to happen every single game in this World Cup? I don't think so. And that's me saying that as one of Messi's biggest fans, maybe. But yeah, guys, do you want to preview tomorrow's games as well? And yeah, just get into that, because I think tomorrow's going to be
sure.
Unless Zubs want to speak about Argentina. I don't know if you want to speak about
No, the only thing I would say about it is what you guys been saying. Mexico don't look like they have a goal in them at all.
That's the problem.
Black pace. The fact that they still made Argentina for so long. Argentina just didn't impress. Yeah, they won. Okay, good win today. I can't see them making it past the second stage. It'll be a miracle if they finish top of this group. And then what does that get them? An extra leg in the tournament? I don't think so. I never really backed these guys, man. They're past it. If I was the manager over there, I would have taken a chance on that Garnacho kid at United, because that's what they need. Obviously, he's unproven, and I get the whole last-minute thing, but he is exactly what they need. The same way United needs him, the same way Argentina needs him right now. But we'll see him again in the next World. We'll see him in the next World Cup. But for right now, Argentina just not impressive to go far in this tournament at all. There's so much magic left in Messi. Do you know what it is?
Like on the Garnacho chat, obviously we bait Man United fans and we have joke like, relax, calma about Garnacho, man. Come on, he needs to do something. But we've seen on the international stage, especially in big boy tournaments, you take a punt on a wild young kid, it could be the making of him. We know this, man. Michael Owen comes to mind. You take a young prodigy out there, you say, yeah, give him a shot. They don't have any energy right now up front. Alvarez is the one who looks a bit lively when he comes on. Lautaro don't look to me like he's anything special, to be honest with you. So Lautaro is, I don't even like the state of Lautaro, right now. Alvarez is the one, but is he going to get a chance? I think he should be getting a chance. And if you had someone to throw in the last 20 minutes like Garnacho, then Garnacho could have made a difference. I hear what you're saying about that. That Garnacho is he looks quite the devilish type of player. I don't know what you think, Bilal.
No, I rate him. He's we were talking about him.
We need to see more of him, of course.
Yeah. I remember we were talking about him because of his contract situation. I remember he was linked to Liverpool. It seemed like he could have made that move a few months ago. I don't know now. They're probably going to sign a new deal with Man United. Yeah. One-on-one, he's looking like a demon. But it's one of those ones where he hasn't played many games. But as a manager, I'm not going to lie, I would have taken him regardless. I would have just looked at that and been like,
take a punt in it, especially when you look at your team. You've got no pace. You've got quite aged players. You're relying on have they got a third striker, people, or something? Is something missing in my head? Because I don't know. Lautaro, Alvarez. Unless they're looking at Messi as the third striker, is there a fourth striker on a name level, on a reputation level?
Dybala. Is he not in the squad? Is he injured? What's going on with that guy, man?
He's in the squad.
So he's in the squad, and he's just not favored to come on and do anything, or they don't believe in him.
Where would you play Dybala with Messi in this team as well, and Di Maria, and how would you set this up?
So many left footers.
It's too many left footers and too many like the ball to their feet. Who's running in behind in this Argentina team? Only Lautaro. Even him, he's
Alvarez. Alvarez out of all of them run more. I'll play Alvarez more, and I'll probably play Alvarez. It's weird because Messi for me still has to play maybe more central the way he's obviously become.
You can't put Messi on the flanks. You
Yeah,
got
he can't
Messi. You can't put Messi anywhere. You have to just say Messi, you're on the pitch,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's
What's the difference between Messi on the flanks and Di Maria on the flank?
Come on, Di Maria's still got energy and legs.
Yeah,
He's still
still-
tracking
yeah.
back. He's still working hard. He's still wasting. And you can't waste Messi's energy. Come on, Zuberi. You can't waste Messi's energy. He's 70% now, man. And you're gonna waste 70%.
Di Maria is dead, man. He's done, man.
Nah, I'm not having Di Maria
Nah.
slander. No, I said he didn't play well, but Di Maria still got it, man. Like he on the wing, I still believe like he can do something. So I would still play Di Maria, Messi, and then the thing is, like as I said, the left foot is Garnacho. Garnacho was there. They should have
Enzo. So we need to speak about Enzo Fernandez because I mean, this guy is the European. He's the big talk of the European teams. Everybody wants him. Omar's got a suggestion. He says 4-2-3-1. Enzo and RDP.
No, RDP get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't know. We could, and then you got Di Maria right wing, Messi, Cam, Alvarez left wing, and Martinez striker. That's brave. But I see that.
Alvarez left wing, maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I like that idea.
I like that shout. I see that because they haven't got a left winger basically. Like Di Maria could go left wing. To be honest with you, he can play on both flanks. So
I
you
think
can do that.
Palacios. I like the look of him, man.
I was saying they don't have a left wing. That means they should have definitely gambled on the young kid then.
Yeah, but people are calling us reactionary, man. Like, look at this.
Oh, with the young kid shot.
Oh my God, Garnacho, so reactionary.
I'm pretty sure I said it like
No,
3
it's
days
not
ago.
about reactionary. No, it's not about reactionary. The guy stepped up. I mean, sure, it's only 2-3 weeks before the World Cup, but surely that was enough. It's not like he was given a chance before that and didn't do anything.
It can't be enough. I agree with I don't think it's enough, guys.
But I would have taken
unless you see talent. Look,
I see the talent there.
Yeah.
I remember R9 speaking about someone who he said Endrick. R9, Ronaldo Nazario said he would have taken Endrick to this World Cup because he believes in his talent and he would have wanted him to get that exposure with the Brazilian national team. So if maybe they don't believe in Garnacho's talent like that, so maybe that's why they don't take him. But if you believe in the kid's talent and you think this guy could really do something, just like the way Theo Walcott went with England, all those years ago. If you believe in a player like Endrick, like R9 did, and he said he would have taken him, I would have been the same with Garnacho. Especially when you look at their options, man, just take him. You never know. He's a live wire. He's young, not scared. It's a World Cup. He's going to be excited, man, and just start doing whatever he can. Just the little drives I've seen him do for Man United. Even the last game was against Fulham. Out of nowhere, the kid just comes on, boom, goal. You have to take a player like that, in my opinion.
Let's bring in the next caller of the night. We got Quasi in the building. Quasi, hope you're doing well, my friend.
I'm doing well, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. You're good. Yeah. We're good. What's happening?
Good to see you guys, man. Zub, and BILAL, man. Last time you guys went a little bit too hard on Ghana, okay? We were hurting. Ronaldo just stole the game from us, and you guys just tortured us.
Go on, speak on Ghana. What do you want to say about Ghana? Look, I'm going to be honest as well. I wasn't impressed.
No, I heard you. You said.
I'm getting my opinion out of the way, and then you guys take the floor. I wasn't impressed with Ghana at all. I thought tactically he set them up wrong. I thought Mohamed Kudus was not playing in the best position that he could have played in. I thought Ayew is a waste of space. I just thought the defending was clumsy. That shouldn't have been a penalty, but he shouldn't have given the referee a decision. I agree Ronaldo dived. I agree he bought it. I agree with all of that. But that was brainless defending. Yeah. And I just think overall, Portugal went great, but neither were Ghana. Yeah. So as much as they were unlucky, they didn't really deserve to win. If that was a draw, shit game, would have continued. I was not impressed with Ghana. How you built them up, they let me down. That's me.
This is what I'm going to say. Remember, I think the week before last when I said we have these great kids coming up, blah, blah, blah. I also said that the formation is going to be key because I'm not a big fan of this three in the back, because then Partey and Kudus will be just empty space, right? And I agree with you. The formation, he needs to go. He needs to be brave. 4-3-3. You get the best of Kudus, right? And even Partey, because Partey was making so much mistakes. Bella, what's going on? He does not pass like that. Like even the second goal, the pass he gave, was it to Ayew, and Ayew lost it, and that was a counter attack, right? But one thing also that we have to also look at it is, even when you watch AFCON, a lot of times people are like, oh man, these guys are not good enough. You know, there's lack of skill, blah, blah. The African game, a lot of times, is different. Their goal is not to get beat. That's always the initial goal. And then when they grow into the game, then you could see that bravery. Like even with Senegal today. Was it today or yesterday? Yesterday. They started off very defensive against Qatar. And then eventually they grow into the game, and then they score those 2 goals. And the funny thing is, did you guys know that no African team has scored a goal, and Ghana was the first team to score 2 goals, and we still lost? Until yesterday, Senegal scored their goals, right? But I do agree that the coach needs to work on his tactics a little bit. The defensive part is, I don't like it, because he should come off the bench, not Jordan, the older brother, the one who scored the goal. He should come off the goal because he has energy and he could run. The way he set them up was just, we don't want to lose, because if we draw with Portugal, we got a better chance of beating South Korea and Uruguay. Or you could even go in with 4 points. You know,
I understand. I understand that. I understand that. You can imagine that as well. Look, yeah, maybe I'm being a bit harsh in terms of how we approach the game. I agree. Portugal is probably one of the favorites,
right?
Top 5, 6, like we've said. So maybe he thought, if we can grab a draw here, I agree with that. Yeah. So maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but you know, when you got sort of the likes of Williams, Suleimana didn't even get on the pitch.
Nah, I was surprised.
Yeah, you know, you're pushing for a goal and you're not even, Suleimana should play. There you go.
Play,
You know, you're not even pushing for him to come on the pitch. The substitution of Kudos was weird. Partey had a lot of work to do in there on his own.
And
the whole setup.
Yeah, this is why Ghana needs to get knocked out. I'm sorry. Partey needs to come home, bro.
That's harsh, man.
I'm sorry.
Why you say
No. I need Partey, bro.
I just got over the
he can't survive these too many games, man. Too many games. He needs some rest.
Listen, I'm conflicted right now, because a part of me want to say what Bilal says, but then the job they're putting on Partey, keep pressuring him, and he's gonna crack. He's gonna come back to Arsenal leggy, tired, and then they're gonna crack. So I don't. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, man. The job you guys are putting on Partey, I don't think he's that type of guy to put it on his back in the middle of the field.
Nah, he is. No. Big up Partey. We put pressure on that guy when we play Arsenal.
Nah, let's be honest. That's Xhaka attacks. Nah, that's Xhaka.
No. Xhaka, bro. Xhaka's basically playing up front, man. If you watch Arsenal play, he's making runs into the box like 100 times a game. Partey's there.
And then he's doing the press up there to alleviate the work Partey has to do. But Kudos isn't that type of guy. I think you guys are using him wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. If you have another solid guy that can help out Xhaka, man, and push him a little bit forward, I think you guys will be able to do something. It'll be interesting to see if they do a switch in the setup. But if they go out with the same mentality, man, you guys aren't going to get
out. The 5 in the back was weird to me. At least I thought he was going to do the Christmas tree 4-2-3-1, and you could still be compact in the back. But at least you could have Kudus play number 10 and have Williams up top. But this 5 in the back, 3 in the, it didn't make sense. And
so has he been playing this way in the like preliminaries, friendlies, etc.? Has he been playing this formation, or has he been changing?
He's been changing. I forgot the game we played. We played a South American team before we played Swiss, and the first half we were horrible, like extremely horrible. So he changed the tactics. And then he went 4-2-3-1, and it worked perfectly. So even when we played Swiss, it was still the defensive thing, you know, hit him on the counter. But against Portugal, you can't sit. You know, I love parking the bus, but you can't still sit in the back for, like today we saw what Argentina did to Mexico. You know, you can't sit in the back for 90 minutes, especially now that FIFA wants to play the whole 90 minutes. you were bound to make a mistake.
You cannot waste time now. That's
Exactly.
one thing every team knows. You are getting the full.
Oh, you're
Do you
gonna
think
run
you
this
like this? Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
like
play.
it. Like it's like a different game. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a different.
it's a different
game.
game. You know, it's a different game.
Yeah.
7 minutes.
You're
9
talking
minutes.
extra 15 to 20 minutes. Extra 15 to 20 minutes every single game.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the dynamics of how you operate. Like
I
even
cooperate, yeah.
that Ghana game, the goalkeeper for Portugal, Costa, like the whole Portuguese bench were like this,
Oh,
thinking,
wow.
Did you see Ronaldo's
what has he
face?
done? Yeah.
And
What
Williams,
happened there, man? What
Beautiful
happened there? He
scenes.
fell. He slipped.
all he had to do was do a back kick. I mean, a back heeled.
Mhm.
You know, I think he was like, wait, what? Did I just do this? And then he slipped.
That would have been one of the great World Cup
Oh.
moments,
I
man.
needed that. It would have been just.
It'd have been
It would have
beautiful.
been bad for him. It would have been bad for him on a personal note. Like you're
It would
not
be
living that
beautiful.
one down.
But you know, I think going forward, this way.
Are you still confident? Are you still
Oh, yeah.
confident?
The thing is, I was not frustrated on the first half because I understood what the plan was. Be compact, frustrate them up. And it was working until the penalty kicked in, right? Then now we open up and then they hit us with 2 good counter attacks.
Yeah.
You know? So I see
You lost your head. You lost your head for about
for 10,
10,
15
50
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, I mean, IU is celebrating on the bench and then the ball is going to the net. That part. But I think looking at Uruguay and South Korea, they also are not that good at going up front. Yeah, we got Nunez. You know, he's a chaos merchant. But I think if the way he plays fits us, because all we have to do is just sit in the back and have to run to the wall. You know, now Suarez will be a problem if he gets a lot of the ball because he could dribble. Cavani, you know, the boy can score. That is what will be the threat. But in terms of comparing Uruguay to Portugal, I was more worried about Portugal because they have weapons everywhere. It's just their coach doesn't know how to use them, honestly. You know, so in terms of South Korea, we just have to play physical. Just play African football. Just go hard. Just go hard because it's a do or die at this point. You know, when you lose your first game, just like Argentina today, if they have drawn, it would have hurt them, even though it wouldn't be the end all. They would have still been hurt. But a team like Ghana, you could go in with second, you know, the goal is to get out of the group. So if we do get out of the group, sadly, guess who we meet since we lost? And that's why I didn't want to lose. Because if we say we win the group, we meet Serbia or somebody else when we get out. Now you get out of the group, you meet in Brazil. So it's like you did all the hard work just to meet, you know.
Yeah, see, it's looking tough. I don't see a lot of goals in your team, man. I know you guys are fighting and then just getting 2 scrappy ones, well, scrappy-ish ones.
Right.
You don't have an out-and-out like goal score, like, yeah, this guy's gonna get us the goals. It's almost like who can do it on the day, rock, paper, scissors, and I don't think a lot of them are stepping up. So are you still confident knowing that, or
that's why when you know, brethren Grizz asked me what do I think about the game, I'm saying I'm not frustrated because we're just gonna probably do that old Mourinho Stoke City type of goal, win 1-2-1, and then just keep progressing that way. Because like you said, we don't have. Imagine if we had a Samoa Giant with Williams. Now we got to press up because then you could affect the game a little bit more. But now,
so your two games are against Uruguay,
South Korea first.
So South Korea first.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, or is it? We're gonna go through the fixtures in a minute.
Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
You got South Korea, who, you know, didn't look great again, but look energetic and quick.
Oh, they can run.
But South Korea, what I will say, South Korea to me looked more organized than you guys, tactically set up. But you guys will have, if you guys, and I can see the threat in your team if your manager plays, like you said, the right way. Inaki, Inaki
and
Kudos and if he plays Suleimana, I don't think he will. Obviously, you didn't bring him on when you needed a goal. So I don't know how he's going to start him. but you've got the firepower. Partey needs to have the game of his life. The formation has to be spot on. Is key against South Korea.
Yes.
I don't see you beating South Korea, I'm afraid. I hope I'm wrong and you come on next week and say, Brother Grizz, I told you so, and I will be so happy.
Yeah.
I was so wanting Ghana to get that result against Portugal. I was backing you, man, so much. I was like, shit, man, come on, do something. But look, if I take away my heart and the emotion, they didn't look good.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
So I wanted to see something that I can put my passion and back it up with some logic. Yeah. So going on from there, I don't see them getting a result against South Korea or Uruguay. When I say result, a win, which is what they need. They need a minimum of one win. Minimum, I think. I think they need minimum of one win. Minimum of one win. And I'm with Zuberi. I just don't know where your goals are going to come from. I just don't see it. That's the biggest problem. I think you can draw with South Korea for sure. For sure. I just don't see you beating Uruguay then if you're going to draw against South Korea. This is the game that you have to go for it. But that's going to suit South Korea, you see.
And they could hit us on a counter attack.
That's going to suit South Korea is the worst team to actually go for it.
Yeah.
Because they will hit you. Uruguay didn't go for it against them. Uruguay were coy. You haven't got time to be coy.
No, we can,
It's going to be an interesting game.
Oh yeah, Monday is going to be interesting. And I think Portugal plays first, so people could think about what the difference is going to be. You know, if Portugal wins, then Ghana, you're going for it, right? If let's say miraculously they draw, you still have to go for it. Because if they draw, if it's a draw, then you'll be like, wait, the group is wide open. Because if Portugal wins, then there's only one spot left.
Yeah, actually, you guys' the game is before Portugal.
Oh, it's before Portugal. So
so you guys, I'm telling you, you guys have no room for error. You can't do the what ifs, nothing.
You just have to play to win. That's it. Just play to win. Go all out, score goals, and hope for the best.
It's gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna be sleeping well. I'm gonna be honest. And but
it's gonna be nervous for you, man.
Oh man. And the thing with Ghana is always like that. Even the 2010 World Cup, we begged Balotelli to join Ghana. We tried to get Welbeck, the Man U Welbeck, not the Arsenal Welbeck. And even this one, we tried to get Nketiah, we tried to get Odoi, and they chose not to come. Because
Nketiah is weird. You see him, he went straight away.
And then he went back to Ghana for a holiday.
I don't understand him.
I don't
understand what he should be at the World Cup. You're doing this. I'm so confused with what he's doing. He's hoping for that England call-up, I think.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping for. But
fair enough.
But with Ghana, I still have hope for Ghana. I mean, 2006, this is the same thing that happened. We lost to Italy 2-0, and then we beat Czech Republic, which were the number 2 team in the world at the time, and then beat, I think it was Serbia. So we were able to still get out. So I have that hope we have that experience of we could come back. And right now, we have to come back. Like Brother Zub said, we have no room for error. And that's the only option. No room for error.
No room for error, man.
Yeah.
We wish you the best, Quasi, man.
Thank you, guys.
Wish you the best. We're backing you. I'm backing Ghana, man. I was so backing them.
No, I know you are, but the other two over there, man, I don't, and I'll tell
they have their own agendas. They have their own agendas.
I was backing it until this year, till Party started playing for you guys.
Zub is a new American, so he's still upset about the 2 times Ghana beat America. So that's why.
Okay, there's history.
There's a history there. There is history there, so I could see him that. BILAL is all over the place. He chooses when
BILAL is all over the place.
Yeah. If you guys do good for me, I will back it. But then if I see you guys are not really serious, then the Party just come home, man. There's
don't waste time.
Nah. Yeah, don't waste your time there, bro. Just come
the
home.
fact that they brought
Quasi.
you, I use. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, brother.
Nunes with the winning goal to knock Ghana out of it. Because you said you ain't supporting my man until the World Cup is over. I would just want to imagine your face looking at Nunes celebrating and knowing that goal did you win based on your comment. Because that comment you made is wild, But I rate it because you're backing your nation. But man, not backing Nunes is tough.
If it happens, Grizz have to promise me that I could come on without the camera on.
100%.
Thank you so much, Brandon. I
All
appreciate
right. Take care of yourself.
All right,
Take care.
care, bro.
Good luck
Bye-bye.
Monday.
Bro.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Take
Bye.
care. Yeah, it's peak out there, man. These games are going to be nerve-wracking for so many people supporting their countries and nations, man. I don't know, man. I think it's time to look through the groups and where we at. People, we have some spaces today. I think we started late today. A lot of people are tired of football and have gone to sleep, it looks like. Nobody wants to call in today. I don't know, man. What's going on? Normally we have a whole heap of people. So I think because we started at 9 p.m. as opposed to 7 p.m., it's very late in a lot of countries where we go out to. But people, the link is pinned in the chat. This is your time, man. Come through if you want to speak on your team, if you want to speak on your country, if you want to speak on your nation, and we will try to get you on as much as quickly as we can. In fact, we got someone pop up on our screen right now. Atul is in the house. Let's get it on, man. Let's bring him through if he's ready. Just nod to me. Are you ready, bro? Yeah, he's ready to come in. Let's go. There you go, my friend. Amazing.
Hey, how are you guys doing? I honestly, I just pressed the YouTube video now, and you were like, "Oh, there's no one in the chat." So I just thought,
my friend, I tell you, we've been going for 2 hours 20 minutes. Normally we have like whole studio full, but because we started at 9 p.m. today,
right?
Obviously, a lot of people have been watching football all day, all night, and sometimes you just want to like drop in your bed when you've gone through so much football. So maybe that's why it is, or maybe people don't want to speak to Zuberi because it's definitely not me and Bilal. It's Zuberi. You know, people don't want to speak to him. He's wild. But how are you doing, bro? Hope you're well.
I'm good. How are you guys enjoying the World Cup?
I've spoken too much on it. Let these guys, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'm gonna love it like this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Remember, Bilal? Remember I was saying I'm not feeling the hype here. I just need it. But after the first day or two, then it was World Cup for me. Yeah, man. Now I'm hyped.
Now, I've been loving this World Cup. I think it's definitely already better for me than 2018. I think this has been a better tournament so far, and it's just been a week of football pretty much, and that's been non-stop. The times, everything, the upsets. I don't know. And I think the reason I'm loving it is, as we see, like, I know that the legends are coming to the end, like the Messi and the Ronaldos. And a lot of the teams, apart from Brazil and maybe France, they're all kind of at similar level. That's what it feels like. I feel like anyone can win. So when I'm watching these games, I don't go into a game with a clear favorite like 90% of the time. So that's why I think I'm really enjoying this World Cup as well. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it continues. And I think tomorrow there's a big game, like another team that's got links to Ghana, Germany, a lot of that Ghanaian German connection. Germany could be going home, and that is another storyline, man. So I'm looking forward to that more than most things.
What is your take on being on the World Cup, Atul? Who you been backing, supporting teams?
Not really, because obviously I'm from India, so I can't really support India. They're not there. I'd love to support a team like that because you just feel more like passionate about it. But like I live in Canada, so kind of supporting Canada, but it's difficult.
You should be, man. Come on.
Yeah, no.
How long you been in Canada now?
Like 2 years. So
okay, so it's Canada all the way, man. They put up a good showing, no? They did play. What do you think? They
played Belgium.
Yeah, and they got KDB running scared, saying we can't win the World Cup. I told you guys about KDB the other day, and you guys were coming at me. This guy's he's not a true.
Oh, this is your time. Yeah. This is your time.
I told you guys about this De Bruyne fella. He's not a true creative. A true creative would not give up on the World Cup that easily. He said we're too old. We can't do it. I was like, fair enough, mate. You might as well just go back to Man City. Just pack your bags. Just go home. What's the point? I think they got Morocco tomorrow or something.
I'd be so like angry if I was a Belgian fan. Like, how can you say that you have no chance? Like, how?
It's a bit of a wild statement, Zoobs. What do you think, man?
When he looked around on this team, man, and he's looking at some of the names, I guess the coach, maybe it's the tactics. I think he's just not really feeling it. When you come from like a winning-ish mentality at City, because they're not really
definitely winning mentality. Yeah.
Winning-ish, man. If they ain't doing nothing in Europe, when they're looking at Vertonghen, Witsel, Alderweireld, then Donka, that back line just doesn't give you a lot of hope.
Please, Morocco, man, put it on them. I want Morocco to put it on them tomorrow so bad.
I can't see Morocco putting that on them either, man.
Yo, Morocco put the energy in, man, in their first game, man. Morocco were animals possessed, man. They were like the energy and the press that Amrabat and Amala and done in midfield was serious. I bigged them up. Maybe I went a bit too much with a big up. But I see, I'm not a big ZH fan. Are you guys big ZH fans?
Nah, not at all. I thought it was
like
overhyped
ZH.
before Chelsea.
I always like ZH.
And then he went to
I
Chelsea
like
and
it.
proved
I
me
think
right.
he's okay.
It's one of those ones like he left Holland really late, like 27, 28. At that point, it's hard to change your game or like even adapt
just
really.
stayed.
But technically, man, he's a really good player. So for me, I do like him, but he's lightweight. I can see why people maybe don't really, like him that much. But he's got star quality. In this Morocco team, he's got star quality to do something. Even before,
what did you think? What did you think of Belgium against you guys? And do you fancy them?
Belgium, I mean, the thing is, like, against us, the only reason we didn't do anything is because they still have that quality. They have those players. Like, I think Hazard had a really good game, actually. He was probably their best player. I think they just have too much individual quality. They weren't playing well as a team, to be honest, either. But I think we need Morocco to win because we need at least one African team going through. Because I think Senegal won as well, right? They beat Qatar.
Yeah.
Senegal for me don't look good though. That's the problem. Like
they don't
even
look
though
good
they won,
well.
Yeah,
they just
they're
look
missing
like...
Mane. They're missing a good striker, and I think he's
we
even
need one team.
Yeah,
from Africa, at least one team that goes through. I think it's just a must.
Senegal might do it, but then I don't think they will. I think Holland and Ecuador are going to go through now. So Ghana and who else is there?
I think Ghana's tough though. I think I
don't think any of them are going through. Well, apart from maybe Morocco. No, I've got Morocco to go through, and Tunisia as well.
Croatia,
really? Tunisia at this point might not. No. I've got Croatia and Morocco to go through. I never had Belgium going through in the first place.
Oh,
I agree with De Bruyne. I'm just saying, if you're De Bruyne, you can't be saying that, bro. You're playing with the team. You can't say that.
Actually, I was back in Canada, because before their game, I looked up this one kid named Buchanan, I think. The guy on FIFA, the guy highlight clips. Oh, Bilal, these YouTube clips popped up on me. I didn't even have to look for him. He is saucy. He's a problem, Then I saw him in the game, and I'm like, nah, he definitely got something there. But I think for Canada, they need a real proper striker, man. I'm seeing Hoyland. That guy shouldn't even be near that team, man. Some of these old foot, man. I'm starting to agree with the early caller, man. Adamson, man. Some of these old foots just need to leave the game alone, man.
I'm gonna. You mentioned strikers, and we're talking about Canada. I've got it's not a hot take. I think it's unpopular because a lot of people seem to rate him. I'm not a Jonathan David fan, I thought.
No, I'm not either. But,
really?
I mean, I like him because he plays for the team, but like, to be honest, because he was linked to, I support Arsenal as well. He was linked to Arsenal for a long time.
He's linked to a lot of teams, but I don't look a lot of.
That's why I don't rate him, because I remember when he was linked to Arsenal, I said I don't want this brother. I've watched him enough to know like this ain't the guy.
You don't rate him either?
Nah, not really. Not like. Yeah, there's a lot about his game, but I just feel like he's both footed, which is good. Left foot, right foot. He's got this like kind of weird running style.
I'm surprised I don't rate him, man. I thought he's the Canadian hope, man. Well, apart from the left back who fucking that penalty was.
Yeah. David says it straight here. Like Jonathan David, he plays like Lacazette, a bit more maybe both footed, but even Lacazette has a bit more to him. Like, yeah, I'm not a big fan. And the prices they were talking about, Lille, like 45 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah, nah, he's proper squad player at best.
Wow, all of us don't rate him. People are hyping up Jonathan David.
He needs to go. He needs to go to Leeds United. That's his level. Go there. Show me you got something. Go join the North American vibe there, and then
he'll never get a game. He's gonna dispossess Bamford. He'll be on the bench.
No, Bamford
needs to go to like.
Bamford's a good player, but.
I'll see my force. I can see my force. He's definitely force level. He's definitely force level. Him and Taiwo Nini can be down there.
No,
rotation.
You've put him lower than I've given him at least a mid-table club who could potentially
he's not displacing Bamford. He's definitely Leeds level. I can see Leeds getting him in the January window here, man.
I was thinking he goes Germany, man, to do something like a Leverkusen or a Dortmund and then go to a big club. Because look, he's done it at Lille, and I agree he has done it at Lille. His goal scoring record is ridiculous. But personally, I've been saying it for a whole year that I don't rate him like others. Others have been rating him, man. I'm surprised you don't rate him like that, Athel, man. He's been good for Canada as well.
I mean, for Canada he's been good, but I think it's because he was linked to us, and I didn't want him. I think I just had that that bias that he's
What
not.
do you like about him?
It just I think when we were linked to him, he didn't offer that dynamic X factor that I thought we needed. That we have that with Jesus now, where he just runs with the ball, he just dribbles, and he just makes something out of nothing. Even though Jesus isn't clinical, I just didn't see that with David. He just didn't offer anything else, in my opinion.
And
they were talking about strikers from League One. Sorry to just butt in. And Guiri, that kid, I don't know how many teams he's played for now. Guiri, I think he's at Rennes now, if I'm not mistaken.
Guri is my mind's gone blank, man. Shout out Blue Chip. He always talks about Guri, not Bordeaux.
Is it Bordeaux? I think, let me double check. Yeah, no, I feel like he's at Rennes now.
No, he's not.
So he was at
Guri's not at Rennes. Guri at Rennes? No way he's at Rennes. No.
Someone in the chat confirm where he's at. Yeah, no, yeah. They're saying it's on the internet. It's telling me he's at Rennes. Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's what the.
Guri is going to start Rennes.
Yeah, the Algerian.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Don't get me wrong.
He's an absolute baller, and he's only 20. He's been around for a minute. These players
Where's this link going?
No. I was saying because you're talking about Jonathan David, and we were talking about strikers. Obviously, we're looking at those sort of strikers. I said, Guiri's much better player than Jonathan David. Why would you waste all that money on David when Guiri exists?
Yeah, look, we have to discuss that penalty. He's your star man. I think he's fantastic and all that, but what?
I mean, that was the first ever.
I'm sorry to butt in, man.
It's crazy.
But we got to give credit to the keeper, man.
Nah, what, man? Come on, it's a shit penalty. He curled it into his path.
Terrible penalty. Why is he even taking the penalty anyway?
No, but Zuberi don't know nothing about goalkeeping. Remember, he's the goalkeeper. He don't know nothing about goalkeeping, man. He's everything to him is wicked goalkeeper. Yeah. Yeah, man's doing star jumps. Remember, he told us in the army and shit. Yeah. What does he know about goalkeeping, man? Yeah, that's not a serious save. He's a serious keeper. Do you know what it is? I thought Courtois done him. Like, why are you looking? I think Bilal mentioned it on the thing. Like, why are you looking at him? Like, you're getting done here. Like, psychologically. I think psychologically Courtois done him. You could see he was looking nervous.
No, I mean, it's his first ever penalty ever as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was his first ever. Jonathan David, I think he scored like 9 out of 11 for Canada.
So what happened?
Yeah.
Why did he take the penalty?
That's what I'm telling you.
Star player. He's a star player, and it just makes no sense. It makes no sense.
So hold on. Jonathan David, who's your number 9, is the goal scorer supreme for Lille as well. He's your star man or star striker forward, and he takes all your penalties, and he didn't take this one.
Yeah, he's converted 9 out of 11 as well. So it's not like he's missed a bunch before. He can convert it. And in the biggest
press go to town on him? Did Canadian press go to town on him?
I don't think so.
I hope they did.
No? They kind of did, but I think they were just like Belgium.
He's the poster boy, isn't it? He's the poster boy.
Yeah, he is. And they knew it was Belgium. They thought that we were never going to win. Because we all thought the scoreline was going to be 3-4. So a 1-0 still, damage limitations. But that was really annoying. Because I saw that stat on Twitter after, and I was like, why did he take it then? It makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm shocked with that.
Because they don't rate him. They don't rate him, man. I'm telling you. Nottingham Forest striker. Why would you let Nottingham Forest striker take the pen?
I told you cannot let Zuberi call him a Nottingham Forest level striker.
I mean,
he's put him in the relegation zone. He's not rating that. I thought I didn't rate him. This is next level not rating.
Look, man. Grizz, be honest. Which striker?
No, I'm being honest. I don't rate him like that, but I don't rate him like
Come
that.
on, man. He didn't even fight. He didn't even kick up a fuss to take the pen. Like, you need fight. You need guile, man. Come on, man. You need passion. This is the World Cup. I got a good stat. Let me take this. I'm just saying.
Maybe in training,
that's not the striker you want.
Maybe in training, Alphonso Davies is scoring loads of penalties, and they're like, he's looking good. He's feeling good. Just give it to him. But when he stepped up, you can tell already he's going to miss. You can look at someone and be like, there's no chance you're going to score.
He did Courtois done him, man.
Let's talk about the goalkeeper, Grizz. Don't be doing this to me and goalkeepers, We got to give these men credit. It's that X factor, the stare factor. Looked him down, took his soul. Said, you're going to kick this right at me. And he did. Medusa set him. I'm telling you, man. Paralyzed him.
To be honest, not every goalkeeper is good at doing saving penalties. Like even Chesney today, he reminded me one time. I remember back in the day where you finished 4th and you've got to qualify for Champions League. and Arsenal had one game against Udinese, and I think Di Natale stepped up, and Chesney literally saved Arsenal. Well, made Arsenal like £30 million that day.
Oh
with
yeah,
that
I
save.
remember that one. Yeah.
You mentioned Chesney. His saves were stunning.
Listen, man did the two-step, faked them out, faked them out. Grizz, let's talk about these keepers, man. I'm telling you.
No, but that second save was even crazier.
Yeah. Oh, with the fingertips. Ooh.
On the rebound?
Yeah, it made me proud,
Insane.
Man. How did he get up in this?
Was he off the line, though? Was he off the line? This is
Dark arts, the eel. He had the eel on there. You goal line
retake that
technology.
penalty. Forget this. Retake it.
I would not like to see them kind of penalties take because it was just off the line.
It's a criminal if you make someone retake it after doing that kind of save. Like, no.
Guys, the Saudi team were given, I don't know if it was Lamborghinis, I don't know which car they were given after Rolls Royce after they've already won the World Cup. Imagine them getting them taken back after Give them back.
Definitely.
Get out.
It's conditional. You've got to get at least past the group stages. And if you do, you might get a little mansion now.
Oh, yeah. He did that against Liverpool with Dirk Kuyt. Chesney, rotted.
Yeah, Chesney's up there. He's up there, I mean, we don't rate him now, but he's proven us wrong. But as far as the cars, I think they got the cars. They didn't get the keys. So, that's what I'm thinking with the cars. Because after the first game, that's a big commitment.
Just to look good outside the house, but you ain't driving it.
Yeah, extra motivation.
You can't sell it and you can't drive it.
It's just there.
It's just a token gesture that we told you can have a Rolls Royce outside your house. But listen, let's go back to Atul's Canada, man. What's going on now? Who's your next game? What's your chances? Do you rate your chances?
Croatia.
What's the score?
Oh, I think we might nick it. Maybe a 1-0 late winner
against Croatia. Yeah.
Oof,
wow.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
Yes.
I mean, look. Can you tell me about this Hutchison, brother?
Besiktas guy, man. I know this
brother.
Bro,
he's 50 or something.
He's been around.
He's still at Besiktas. He is still at. Oh my god, yeah, the guy's still at Besiktas. So,
bro, man was
39. Man. Clicked on him again. Did he say 39?
No.
Yes.
I didn't even see the age. Yeah, it's 39.
Yeah. You don't think I'm joking? You don't think I'm joking? You don't think I'm joking? Zuberi, you think I'm joking?
His brother's a Besiktas legend at this point, man.
This is why the first caller of the night made sense now. What was his name? Adamson.
Yeah, big up Adamson.
Nah, but you know what? The only reason I was disagreeing.
He held it up for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I saw sweat everywhere and water and everything. I thought this brother needs to get off the pitch. It's not right.
Listen, man. 39 is too much.
Talk to me about this guy, man. I mean, I've seen him before and heard him. He's your captain, right?
I think. But the thing is, he's been around for so long. Like when I used to play,
haven't you got anyone?
Man's older than Dani Alves. This is when you know he's old. He's older than Dani Alves.
Like I remember, I think like FIFA 15 when I used to play back then. He used to be like around then, and like he was already old then. So yeah, he's been around. He's been around. For me, it's just Buchanan, Jonathan David up front, and Alphonso Davis at that left wing back. But
Buchanan looked good. I want to see more of him. I need him obviously to play more about football. But then again, I was surprised to see he's 23. I thought he would be a bit younger. 23 suggests he ain't done enough to maybe earn a move bigger to a bigger club, or am I being harsh?
Yeah, I think you're being a bit harsh because he's 23 and he's Canadian, so you got to think probably limited exposure to get to Club Brugge already. That's a good level of football. I think, did they not qualify to the next round of Champions League as well to finish up their group? They're playing in a good team. They have good players. I think 23, if he continues at 24, 25, you could see him do well. Even guys like, you know how he gas up like Trossard, for example, right? He was in Belgium, pretty sure, till he was like 23, 24. Then he moved. I remember he was linked to Arsenal. Then he went to Brighton in the end. Now he's 28. We're still saying sign him. You're not saying don't sign Trossard because he's 28 or maybe nearly 29 even. I don't know.
No, I'm excited about it. I can see him going to Leeds and doing the madness there and then getting picked up around 26, 27 if he proves himself. So now I'm going to be keeping an eye on that guy, man.
We got a plan for Leeds, We got a plan for Leeds. I think we're just gonna give them North America. Leeds, that's your bag now. They need to do
man. Just feed them. Yeah, just feed them in there, man.
Mm-hmm. Nice little
interesting. Atul, is there anything else that you want to speak on, my friend?
No, did you guys talk about the Argentina game? Probably did, I'm guessing.
Man. We've done it all, man. We're about to wrap it up now, man. We've covered everything pretty much, man. But we thought it's good to get a Canadian on as well. So I like to hear on your team as well. So it's been good chatting to you as well, my bro.
Yeah.
Listen, take care. Good luck. Best of luck. I think it's going to be tough against Croatia because Croatia got some ballers out there.
Yeah.
But let's see. All right, my friend. Speak soon. Take care, man.
You too. Thank you. Thank you
for having me. Take care, bro.
Bye-bye. Yo, tomorrow's games. Talk to me.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much touched on all of them. Japan playing Costa Rica. We did that already with Tamizi.
Get them up. Get the fixtures up. I need to seeing is believing because I know tomorrow's heavy.
Yeah, the big one for me is the last game, Spain, Germany. That's a massive one. But here's the thing. The way the World Cup is structuring these games, it's driving me crazy because I'm always interested in the first game. Even if it's two dead team, I'm still interested in that game. And then from there, I'm like, I'm going to sleep. But then I want to see what Belgium do, Morocco do. And there's literally 1 hour between games. I can't even take a nap.
No, you can't even take a nap.
If you go take a long bathroom break, that's it. You're done.
Can I suggest
You can't even grab a snack. Go ahead.
Can I suggest something? I think you missed the first two games tomorrow. I think try sleep, whatever time of day or night is in USA. Try and miss.
No. You can't miss these games, bro.
Japan,
they'll probably win, but I'm not missing Japan. I'm not missing that.
Yeah, I can't miss Japan, girl.
Come on.
Yeah, I see what Belgium, Morocco, you can't miss that because.
Yeah, but he needs to miss something. He needs to sleep.
Grizz.
Otherwise, he's getting booed out of the house.
All right, bro. Miss the first one at least. Then, if you need to sleep,
I'll sacrifice Belgium, Morocco.
But
then you're up already. You're up already, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. These games are crazy.
Belgium, Morocco is gonna be a cracker. It's gonna be a cracker.
Look. Listen, man. De Bruyne say he don't even care about the World Cup, basically. So why should I care about Belgium?
That's what I'm saying. Skip the first game. Everyone's saying.
I want to see Japan, man. I can't miss Japan.
Yeah,
I've been hyping up these Asian teams, man. I'm really I'm not backing them, but I gotta be there for Japan.
Yeah, I like Japan. I'm not gonna lie.
De Bruyne don't want me to be there for Belgium. I'm not gonna be there for Belgium. So I'll miss the Belgium game.
Yo, listen, Indian Scouser, it's all right for you because you out there living nice single life. Well, I'm assuming and guessing. You know, Zuberi's got family. His family are on his case, bro. You know what I mean? He's a working man. Listen, it's peak out here.
Watching the football, you can only last for so long.
You can only last for so long, man. It ain't about all nighter for a month, man. We ain't young like that anymore, man. I used to pull off years, never mind months. I used to pull off all years, bro. But them days have long gone. But yeah, listen, if you want to rest, I think you rest for those morning games, you know. That's me. Morning for us.
At your time. I'd sleep, man.
Man, I can't, man. It's like I'm dreaming about the game, man. So that's
I'll tell you what happened. Don't worry. I'll tell you what happened.
You know what's
crazy?
What's
the highlights on the Japan game?
I don't know, man. You know what's crazy? I'm dreaming that I'm missing the game. Then I jump up and I looked at the time. And it's 4:45. I'm like, I might as well watch the game then. So that's how it's been. It's like the first game is always waking me up because I'm dreaming.
Do you know what I do? You know what I do when I do mad ones, where I need, for example, I would done a couple of weeks back. I done a madness because Pakistan were playing in a cricket, and then there was Liverpool games, and then there was a Spurs or Man City game or something. There was a big game, like in a whole 24 hours, like 3-4. You know, I do one of those ones where you just take the phone and watch it on your phone in your bed. Just do one of them ones, man, and just, I don't know, sleep, wake up when there's a... sometimes madness has to be done, man.
I only suffer like this during the, when it's like Super Sunday or like a Saturday. No, Saturday with football. A Saturday with football from 12 o'clock, right? Then you've got it all the way until like, what time does that last game finish? Like 8 o'clock maybe? Or no, 6 o'clock a lot of the times. Then sometimes you get that La Liga, 8 o'clock. And then the boxing... This is when it gets peaked. Then the boxing starts. Yeah. And there's a UFC card.
See, luckily the UFC and the boxing. Yeah, the UFC and the boxing, I'm all right with that. I don't really stay up for that kind of shit.
I'm still there.
so-
I'm staying up, especially if it's good. I'm like, but only once in a blue moon, really, I'll do that. But it's not like this World Cup every single day, where you're having to wake up to watch 4 games, bro. Yeah, you got to.
No, it's rough.
People, we're about 20 likes away from 200. Let's smash up the 200 before we wrap it up very quickly, very soon. We're about to finish up now, but we have to speak on that final game. That final game of the day is serious. The repercussions of this game. Yo, why is my Siri automatically? What am I doing wrong? This is the second time Siri is talking to me or listening to me.
Yeah, even your mic went like into a different dimension for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, I'll pick up the last game is a serious game, you know. Germany lose this, man. It's just back to Germany, I guess. I don't even think they need to play the last game. Yeah, just pack it up after this. If they
What the hell is this game gonna be, people? I don't even know where to. What are you saying?
Musiala, a lot of huff puff. Is it too much for him?
Go there. I'll tell you why.
Is it too much for him? Because I'm telling you, he's doing some nice things. He skipped like 3 men in the box, didn't get a shot off. That's not what you do in a World Cup.
No, he did get a shot.
Not what you do in a World Cup.
He did get a shot.
Maybe on the third or fourth time he shimmied 2 men in the box. He was doing it a lot.
Okay, so let's look at lineups. I've been hearing that Sane is fit now.
Well, that
Can
changes
anyone
the game.
confirm or deny?
Yeah, in the chat, tell us. I'll have a look as
well.
Is
that a game changer, Bilal?
Definitely massive.
Not
game
against this Spain
that
team,
is especially if you play Sane on the left and you look at that right side. Yeah, for me, Muller through the middle. I'm seeing the possible lineups out. Yeah, Sane is not even involved, man. Doesn't look like he's gonna make it. If Sane was there, obviously it's a massive game changer. But let me tell you something. Remember when I went to Barcelona and I watched Barcelona Bayern? And a Bayern, though they smoked Barca, Musiala could not get a touch of the ball. Yeah. So if he's playing Spain and he can't get a touch of the ball again, I'm not going to be surprised. Even though I love him and I think he's a top talent, but I was watching him like obviously closely, and in that game, man, he was snuffed out. He couldn't get involved at all. It had to be Choupo-Moting a lot of that game, having to get involved and do the link up and everything. But every time Musiala got the ball, they cooked him. They got the ball off him, and it was a hard game for him. But I don't know. Germany, they need to go all out. They need to find a way to win. But are they going to even dominate the ball in this game, do you think, guys? Or do you think...
No.
I can't see either team dominating the ball. I can't see either team. I think it's going to be...
Spain?
No.
Spain
Germany are very good on the ball as well.
Mm-hmm. If it's a 50-50 possession game, I see Germany then getting a lot of chances. But if Spain have to dominate the ball first for anything to happen. But Germany can feed on scraps, I think.
Are we not paying homage to Rodri as a centre back? Are we not hyping up Sula right back? That Germany doesn't look up for this one, you know.
Really?
I'm telling you, Spain, Grizz, you're gonna have to take back that CONCACAF tax off Spain, you know. These men are serious business.
Tomorrow we're gonna find out.
The setup is set up to control the game. Laporte, he's a decent center back. He's comfortable on the ball. Rodri, one of the best center defensive mid there is. And Busquets, talk about legacy. This guy's the controller, and he has young guys running in and around him. Pedri, Gavi. The Spain team is actually serious, you know. Asensio, talk about making a statement. He's actually on his way to make a statement this World Cup. This Spain team is not here to take prisoners, man. And I do not see what Germany has to offer. The setup from Germany is just not impressive. It could be down to Sane being a miss. Havertz never rated this guy. Even before Chelsea, just thought
he needs to come alive, man. I don't think he starts tomorrow. If Sane is fit, I don't think he starts tomorrow. I think Muller goes through the middle, and Sane and Gnabry are your wingers.
Havertz is rattled as well. Seen his comments?
Who's? Yeah.
Havertz, he said, like, I could play anywhere. I'm tired of him. I was like, bro, calm down, man.
Nah, he's done.
Just focus on football, man. It's all
right. I don't see any changes in the Spain team. But I think Germany have to make the changes if Sane's fit. Otherwise, do you make any changes in the Germany team?
Gnabry up front. That's my change. I don't know why no one wants to do it. Gnabry for me is their best finisher. He's their best finisher. Just left foot, right foot, boom. It's going in. The Gnabry for me plays false nine.
Muller.
I hear Muller as well. No. If it's not Gnabry, then for me it'll be Muller.
Are you bringing in Goretzka? Are you bringing in Goretzka anywhere? They didn't bring in Goretzka, man.
You know me already. I'd throw Kimmich right back. Gundogan, Goretzka in the
middle. Does he change that?
Adeyemi or would even get a shout. If not, I would play like a young Mukoko up front. Then you can still keep Gnabry on the wing. Like something different. That's what I would do. I don't understand Schürrle at right back. I don't understand Havertz up front. I just think a lot of things can change for Germany to really get.
I can see Schürrle playing Schlotterbeck, replacing Schlotterbeck in the middle. So Schürrle and Rudiger. Yeah. I think another right back. Now I don't know if he's got the balls to go Kimmich right back. I don't know who their reserve right back is top of my head. If someone knows,
Tilo Kehrer, the West Ham centre back, he's playing right back.
Then that could happen. That could happen.
Dead. They're getting cooked. Kimmich has to play. For me, if you got Gundogan and Goretzka fit, just put Kimmich right back. It's so.
I think Germany might turn up tomorrow. There's my shout.
Nah, they're gonna turn up to the airport tomorrow to go home. Shit. That's what they're gonna do.
Oh shit!
Grizz,
the great Germany
team. Yeah.
2 tournaments in a row going home. Do you know how mad that is?
Oh shit!
They need to have an inquest. Since Mesut Ozil, since they banished him and they didn't want to
allow it.
Look what's happened. No. This is fact. They're five-time in a row German Player of the Year. They didn't want to respect him, and now look what's happened. Say sorry, and then maybe you might progress Germany.
You said the German football guys are punishing them.
Yeah, bro. Life is like that, man. Sometimes you do.
Football's a humbler.
Yeah, it's a humbler, exactly. They thought they could just kick out Ozil like that and they'll be good. No. Listen, respect your. It's like.
See, the thing is, right? People say this, but they ain't that team anymore. But I think they turn up tomorrow. Now, whether that means a win, I'm not sure. It could be a draw. And if they take a draw, they go into the last game, right? Winning and needing a win against, who would it be?
Japan? Wait, Spain or Germany? Germany haven't played Costa Rica
yet. Germany, yeah. So if they can get a draw tomorrow and then go and smash up Costa Rica 5-6 like they can very easily, it's going to make an interesting
The thing
group,
is,
right?
if Japan win tomorrow, they're through pretty much, right? It's 6 points.
That's 6
so
points.
You'd expect them to be through by the time Spain and Germany play. So if it's a draw in that instance,
because Spain could be tasty on the last day.
Yeah, Spain would have to play Japan, but at that point, Japan really? If they're still battling for first or second, this could be.
Listen, if Japan wins tomorrow, Germany.
Why is Omar wanting apologies from us? What's he saying? What does he mean by that?
I don't know. I think I put Germany to go through, and it looks like Spain are going to do it instead. So.
I wasn't part of this. Yeah, I know I wasn't a part of this almost. Yeah, it's only 2 apologies.
I said Germany and Japan to go through.
So. Is he suggesting he's the only one who said Spain all the way or something?
He's been back. He was back in Spain heavy. I'll give him that. We'll give him.
Was he?
Yeah, he was back in Spain heavy.
Fair enough. I ain't done nothing. You just smashed up a worst team in the league at the moment, my bro.
You still holding that CONCACAF tax? Okay. What if Germany can't beat them?
If they smash up Germany tomorrow, then I'm here.
Costa Rica are dead, man. Brian Oviedo now and Joel Campbell and all of these guys.
Spain smash up Germany tomorrow. Ohms, you got another show that you're hosting with me as a panelist.
Wow. So you believe in Germany, basically, Grizz? That's what you're trying to say?
I don't. I'm in a balance. I'm in a balance. I don't rate Spain like that, and I don't hate Germany like that.
The reason I would back Spain just for this game now is when you look at the striking options, right? What team is really used to playing with a false 9? Is it Spain or is it Germany? Spain, the ones who have been doing this false 9 thing for over 10 years, or Germany, who are only forced to play a false 9 just because they haven't got a proper 9. If they had a proper 9 who could win headers and do everything, the Germans would always try and play him first. But yeah, it's not. It's Musiala. It's Musiala, Gnabry or bust. That's what it's like right now for them, man.
Musiala needs to be progressed through this World Cup. I'm gonna hate this World Cup if Musiala don't get through. People, we've got about 5 minutes left. If anybody wants to come in last minute chat, let us know right now. Otherwise, forever keep your silence. I'm gonna take the stream off. We're about 20 short of 200 likes as well. We out of here very soon. A few minutes left. Run up on us if you want to speak in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, Musiala, man. I can't not have a World Cup where Musiala's not going through, man. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I ain't got no allegiance to Germany. Fuck them, man. I don't give a shit. Just Musiala's my boy. I love watching that guy play.
So what's the narrative gonna be? Overrated or the team let him down? Because
he's a kid, man. We can't put it on him.
I'm gonna be waving that flag, man. I'm gonna be waving that flag, man. Overrated. Because everybody's talking about him, man. And then you don't turn up. Everybody's sending you invitation to the party, and you don't turn up. Nah, man. I'm on the young Spain team, man. Them boys, they're turning up. Nah, man, it's fair.
No, it's not fair.
Tomorrow game is the decider. I'm telling you.
You're not fair. People are saying Fulkrug will play tomorrow. Talks about here in Germany. Okay. I don't know nothing about this guy, man.
I think he plays. Was it Werder Bremen? Was it Bremen? I think. I can't even remember unless I'm making that up. Yeah, I didn't know much about him as well. Tall. That's all I can tell you about him. I've been trying to pronounce his name. People they've been laughing at me. They're saying it's now you say his name. But yeah, I believe Bremen striker. I think he's like 29 years old. I'm seeing here. Let's have a look. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know much about him.
Well, if he's 29, this could be one of them late bloomers type stories. Like, do you remember they had that guy? Was it Bierhoff? Gomez.
What, Mario Gomez?
Mario Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez.
Yeah, big bully dog of a striker. Remember?
Yeah. That's the type of striker Germany love. Like, it always helps.
It's weird they don't play with someone like that anymore.
Why not give it to the young guy instead of trying to pattern up an older guy? Why not give it to Mokoku?
Maybe they haven't got that type of striker. Young guys.
I think Mokoku would crow. I think Mokoku would.
Yeah, Mokoku. No, he's not decent. Mokoku is hot. Mokoku's not decent. Mokoku is hot. He's gonna blow up the European stage in the next few years. Let me tell you that. Remember that name, Yusuf Moukoko.
Is he in the squad?
Ziberi. Yeah, he's in the squad. Yeah. Remember that, Zubs. I told you about Yusuf Moukoko.
I already know about this guy.
Okay, but I'm telling you again, innit?
Okay.
Moukoko. Do you see what Neuer said to him? He said, "Come to Bayern." Like they asked him, "What's happening with your contract with Dortmund?" And Neuer was behind him saying, "Come to Bayern, come to Bayern." If they get him, they're tapping him up. Imagine already in the German. Andy Flick, everyone.
That's ridiculous tapping up.
Yeah.
Jeez, is that what he done?
And Mokoku's come out today, I believe, and he said he's happy to stay at Dortmund. He just wants to know what the project is saying, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
if Jude leaves, which he's probably going to leave already, like he's probably going to be thinking, Manuel Neuer told me to join Bayern. I might just go and join him.
I'm just saying, Jurgen Klopp's a huge fan, huge fan, and we're going to make a lot of signings this summer. So we're going to be linked with a lot of players.
Let's read
this. This also says, Bilal, remember what you said about Gavi being the light at Barcelona because they have nothing to cheer about. That's Musiala for Germany.
I actually don't remember saying this, but I might have said this. So yeah, if that's Musiala for Germany. Sometimes you say it, I might have said it. I don't know, but yeah, let's say I said that. Gavi being the light at Barca because they have, Gavi and Pedri right now, they're like the shining torches. They're not the level, even though they're great players of what Barcelona, should be at, but when you're rebuilding, of course they're going to be the light at the club. And Musiala is the same as for Germany. Germany going through transition. Look at how young Moukoko is, like 18. Musiala must be like 19-ish. They're so young. They're so young. Even if they get knocked out this tournament, they'll be back.
The next tournament could be them. Yeah, the next tournament could be them. But people, we're going to wrap it up there, man. Thank you very much for all the callers. Thank you very much for all the interactions. Thank you very, very much for all the super chats. You guys have been amazing. Zuberi, Bilal, great show. So much to talk about. We're not going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow night off for everyone because RedFellas are in the building. So we're going to be discussing. Well, actually, we may have a special World Cup draft coming your way tomorrow. So get your notifications on. That should be amazing and fun. We'll be back Monday with World Cup Daily Khanage. Wow. Monday could be madness in terms of who's left and who. Yeah, a lot to talk about. So yeah, man. Like on your way out if you unfortunately haven't liked. Apart from that, peace from him, and peace from us. Take care.
Take care, people.